What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda, where of course the game is going ahead. So to everybody in the chat, I'll say it once, just to clear it all up. The game is going ahead. You don't need to worry about that. The team news is now confirmed. We'll go through it in a moment. And just as I was waiting to go live here, Cunha just scored from a corner against Manchester United to make it Wolves 1, Manchester United 0. United also down to 10 men in that one, as their captain was sent off. So it's becoming a pretty good day all around, this one. City drawn at home against Everton. Chelsea losing 2-1 at home against Fulham. So now it's over to us to again make sure that we get the job done. So I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Thank you for joining me today on what is another big game for us, of course, in the season. We are being brought to you with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped as well. You know the drill. If you would like to get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com, use our discount code Anfield20 at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping. So I hope you're all stuffed full of food and chocolate and everything else after the festivities for the last couple of days. And yeah, let's have a look at the Liverpool team for the first time today. It is confirmed, as you can see on the screen there now. Alisson, then it's Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs. Midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister and Curtis Jones, with Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo up top. The bench for the Reds today is Kelleher, Endo, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Chiesa, Elliott, Jota, Costas and Kwanzaa. So a strong enough bench there for the Reds as well. We ready? Are you ready to go even further clear at the top of the league? Don't be scared to be happy. Don't be scared to be confident. We should be, because we're the best team in this league this season and we are going to do it. So don't be afraid to say it. We will win this game tonight. We will move further clear. We do have a game in hand. And no matter how much cry arse and everybody else does, they're just going to have to get used to the fact that number 20 is on its way, ladies and gentlemen. How was your Christmas? It was good, yeah. Spent it with the family up in Dublin, up in Sabrina's mother's and father's. We always go up there for Christmas dinner. Yeah, all good, all good. Just looking forward to today being back on, watching the Reds. I've got the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special recorded, ready to watch later on. So yeah, absolutely buzzing. And it's lovely having this 8 p.m. kickoff, actually, for the Reds tonight. It's a bit of an unusual one, that, but I'm very much in favour of it. So again, let's stay positive tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We will talk about contracts and all that stuff, don't worry. But if there's one thing I do want to say, I want to be calling out James Pearce. I'm sorry, but he needs to be called out, because the transfer window hasn't even opened yet and Pearcey's already off. So this is what he's had to say. Although strengthening in midfield remains on the agenda for Liverpool, the form of Ryan Gravenberch in the number 6 position has reduced the urgency. No, it hasn't, James. No, it hasn't. All it's done is giving you another opportunity to brown-nose the owners. If we haven't learned our lesson, James, and I'm addressing Mr. Pearce directly here, about years gone by of not getting the position we need strengthening and just hoping for the best, then we need a big dirty slap across the face as a club, because it is very abundantly clear that we're one injury away from a problem. So I'm not going to allow James Pearce or anybody else to brown-nose the owners in this transfer window and try to give them a get-out-of-jail free card yet again. He goes on to say there are no guarantees that Liverpool will enter the transfer market in January unless the right player and deal becomes available. This does my head in, because Pearce should know that we should have the deals in place, not waiting last second to see if a bargain comes up. The midfielder needs to be ready to go there, bing bang bosh, get them at the start of the window. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. He's supposed to be a journalist, and basically all he is a cheerleader at this point. And he also said, by the way, last summer, Liverpool have no intention of bringing in a goalkeeper. And then 48 hours later, Liverpool brought in a goalkeeper. So it's about time these brown noses get called out, because we know what we need. And I don't want to hear the arguments about, yeah, it's, we're top of the league, what are you complaining about? Because that argument doesn't stand anymore. Because we've been top of the league and in title races in previous seasons, haven't done the strengthening we needed to do, and fallen away. And if other people won't address that fact honestly, like an adult, then I guess I'm going to have to do it for them. Because we are in a great position and we could go and win the league. But we could also have an injury that causes us to get in a bit of trouble. So Pierce and any other journalist that isn't agreeing and putting on pressure on the owners to get this player in, all they are yes men, and they don't speak for the rest of us. I'm sorry, they just don't. Stevie Boy said, any truth to rumours that Virgil and Mo have signed their contracts? I don't know, is the honest answer, mate. Look, I told you all in the last week that my information on it, as limited as it was that it will have a very positive ending soon. There are reports, and I can't substantiate them at the moment about the contracts. I am speaking with David Lynch tomorrow. I'm going to ask, has he heard anything on that one? But look, it's good news again, mate, isn't it? So whether there's truth to them or not, it seems like we're definitely in the right ballpark here. We're going in the right direction. What do you think about the lineup? Said Stephen Irons. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think we need to go super strong. Look, it's a strong team, but I probably would have made a couple more changes, Stephen, mate, if I'm being honest with you. But look, I'm never going to complain about a manager putting out a good team, so the team should more than get the job done. Hopefully Darwin can grab himself a goal today as well, which would be great for his confidence. Carl, are you not worried we might not be playing against 11? John Cena, as you can't see me. Any injury updates? I'm very positive we can win tonight 3-0. Injury updates? Not really. It's Canade who looks like will drag on to the start of the new year. We don't know how long yet. And Bradley. Other than that, no, we're all good. As you can see, Chiesa on the bench tonight, Carl, which is great as well to see him back in the matchday squad. So yeah, look, loads of positives, but it just does my head in that the window hasn't even opened yet. And James Pearce is already trying to manage expectation. And he does it every year. And it needs to be called out. Because like I've said many times, he's a lovely fella. A really nice man. But he knows what he's doing there. And the thing I will ask is, when's the last time he actually broke a bit of transfer news? Genuinely. Because all he seems to do, every window, is dance all over fans' dreams and expectations with negative stuff that in some way supports not doing transfer business. And it's just pathetic at this point. It really is just pathetic, because say what you want about David Lynch or any other journalist, anyone that I speak to knows we need a midfielder and knows it should be addressed in January, and I include David Lynch in that one. So this whole attitude of Liverpool are going to wait to see what pops up is nonsense. We should be going and being proactive, not reactive. Craig, where do you think United will be if they kept Van Nistelrooy? Where they are. You know, that club's poisoned at the minute. It doesn't matter what manager comes in. They're, you know, today, right? Let's look at today's game. It's not the manager's fault that Bruno Fernandes is an idiot. It's not the manager's fault that his captain got 2 stupid yellows and got himself sent off and puts them on the back foot. It's not the manager's fault that Onana is too busy trying to play hide and go seek with the Wolves players to actually come and deal with the corner that Cunha put in. So I think there's a lot at that club that's going wrong. And look, I hope they never solve it. I hope it stays that way for years to come. Because it's great seeing that they're in irrelevance at the minute. It's great seeing Manchester's absolutely falling apart with regards to the footballing teams. And long may it continue. By the way, Everton, come on now. Everton doing us huge favours. Taking points off Arsenal. Taking points off City. Taking points off Chelsea. You say it must feel bad. The only thing I can think about is Everton feels bad about denting our championship hopes last season. And they really just want to help us out, don't you? Come on, Everton fans. You know I'm right. You want to help us out. So you're taking the points off these teams for us. Well done. I like it. Bit of brotherly love. Nothing wrong with it. It's the players, they're not good enough stealing a living. Yep, and their attitude shocking. But you know whose players aren't stealing a living? Ours. Out there putting in a shift week after week, as honest as the day is long. And we talked about this the other night as well. What a great group of players we do have at the club. What a great group of lads that we have at the club. So I'm so glad that these are their problems and not ours. It kind of makes you grateful for small mercies, doesn't it? Do City miss out on top 4? I doubt it. I think they'll still get it. It depends what they do in the market in January. Hey, I've got an interesting stat for you actually around Haaland. Let me read this one out to you. It caught my attention earlier on. So I want to just read it out to you. One sec. So, last season's top scorer in the Premier League, has only scored 3 goals in his last 13 matches, and he's underperforming his own XG by a massive 5.2. So Haaland has had an XG of these last 13 games of 8.2. So he's supposed to have scored 8.2 goals, and he's scored 3, underperforming his own XG. And today he missed a penalty. Well, it was saved by Pickford, to be fair, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it's mad to know what's going on there, but he just can't figure it out at the moment. And week after week, what are they now? 1 win in 13, something like that. It's great. Stephen said, shout out for Fulham. Absolutely. What a great little late rally that was today from Fulham, grabbing the winner as well as Chelsea looked to push on after getting clawed back to 1-1. It kind of makes, our result against Fulham not look so bad. We had, 90 or 85 minutes of that game or something with 10 men. Still unlucky not to get a result out of it, a proper result, I mean. And played well over the course of that game. So, yeah, well done to them. Stephen Dowdle, how are you, sir? Said, happy Stephen's Day, everyone. Strong team, big win. So that's what we call, what you guys in the UK call Boxing Day. Over here in Ireland, it's Stephen's Day or St. Stephen's Day. Yeah, so happy St. Stephen's Day to you, bro. Appreciate you. Craig, I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Thank you, Charlie. It was lovely. Yeah, just nice and relaxful with the family. I go into withdrawal mode if I don't work for a day or two. So like yesterday I was sitting around all day going, I can work tomorrow. I'm allowed to work tomorrow. I would have jumped on last night if I had had my way and done a stream. But yeah, it's great to be back today. Fully focused, zoned in and ready for 2025. Which is going to be the year of Anfield Agenda. So we're going to push on this year, hopefully, and continue to grow the Anfield Agenda community. What did I get for Christmas? Loads of chocolate. I got some tracky bottoms off my daughter, which were lovely. She got me a pair of Jordan tracksuit bottoms. But yeah, we don't do the gifty stuff, me and my wife, really. We just, get what we need clothes wise or whatever. It's all about the kids really at Christmas time. Diaz. So Forest are our biggest threat. Well, look, give them their credit. Another victory today, 1-0 over Spurs. Ange Postecoglou in a whole world of trouble there. In the United game, by the way, I have it on here in the background. It's in the 73rd minute at the minute. Wolves 1-0 up and United are down to 10 men. Be really nice to invite Klopp to the parade if we win it. What do you think? No! It's a ridiculous idea. Why would you do that? I don't understand even the idea of that. The man works for Red Bull now, so nothing to do with our club anymore. Had all of his own celebrations and parades. It's Arne's team. I know Klopp built some of the team, but it's Arne's league title if he wins it, not Jurgen Klopp's. So, yeah, Klopp can stay where he is, drink his energy drinks, and, Arne can steer HMS Pistol League up through the Mersey. Marcus, how are you, bro? Said, I'm starting to be confident about this title race. We're the only team that shows consistency, and our 20 is on the way to Anfield. Merry Christmas, and 2025 will be the biggest year yet. I hope so. I'm excited for the year ahead. I'm full of energy, ready to go. Can't wait to see where it takes us. But I agree, and I've said this all the way through. I don't know why some people are afraid of being confident. I've decided my new car, it's not a hybrid, it's a smybrid. Craig's new car is a Renault, and it's a smybrid. It's going to be powered entirely by my smugness. It's going to be 100% green, powered sheerly by my own arrogance and smugness for the year ahead. So it's a schmybrid. Elks, how are you, bro? Said, hope you and your family had a good Christmas. Same to you and yours, mate. And all of you, of course. It was a good one. Yeah, nice and quiet one, which is always good for me. I don't like drama, so the quieter the better. Why won't Slot start Shota? He might be saving his legs for the West Ham game. You know, this is a game where, with all due respect to Leicester, we should be winning it comfortably. So maybe he's just going to give him half an hour today and then get him ready for the West Ham game. Look, I understand people come in and they maybe have a team in their head or whatever that they want to see. And people always want to see what we deem our strongest 11. Totally understand that. But we do have to rotate and change around a little bit. So, as long as we get the results, I'm easy about it. If we don't get the result, then it's a different conversation. But I think we will. I hope we will anyway. Carl said, if it comes down to a game we're not playing in and we could be champions, would you do a live watch along? Yeah, I probably would. In that scenario, mate, yeah, I probably would. I think we've done it before. I can't remember if were we doing the watch along for that Chelsea game where they beat City that time. I can't remember or not if we did, but yeah, I would imagine I'd probably do it, Carl. It would make sense, because I'd regret it if I didn't do it and we happened to win the league. Scott Engerson, how are you, sir? Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and same to you, Scott, mate. Thank you. Appreciate you being with us as a member now for 10 months, mate. Appreciate that. It was Chelsea, Man City, and we did do it. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, probably do it again, Carl, if that was the case. Do you know what my memory of that is, though? Even though, as Connor and Mark said, we were working. My memory of that, though, is just the boys sitting down watching it. Do you remember they were all sitting around watching the game together? That was my abiding memory of that whole title situation. And I broke the sofa. I think you're getting confused. I was doing this on my own. You must be thinking of another gangbang you were involved in. 2025. Craig's still on the sofa. What's new? Right, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, we are being brought to you today with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Why not treat yourself to the Chairman Pro package in the sales coming up, and you could get 20% off and free shipping with our code Anfield20. Use it at checkout and treat yourself to the Chairman Pro package face shaving kit, and then your face will thank you later. If you want to go down south, that will thank you later, and yeah, I'll certainly thank you as well. By the way, it's killing me here, right? Everybody in my house now is having the roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, ham, the whole shebang. I can smell it, but I can't eat before I work, so I'm hanging off to have my food later on tonight. And it won't be pretty. I won't lie to you, folks. It won't be pretty. It'll be me, ham, a load of bread, and mess. That's what's going to happen. Craig's in the doghouse now. I live in the doghouse permanently, mate. You know, I might as well put myself my postal address as the doghouse at this point. Pigs and blankets have to be there too. I'm not a fan. I do have a load of cocktail sausages though, Connor, in the freezer. Got them in the butcher's the other day with a load of back rashers, potato farls. It'll be a big dirty fry made in the next day or two with them. Haven't had a fry in ages. Right. Cop Bites of Anfield. How are you, bro? So, mate, I can't do this every week. I can't build your channel for you by, you coming in, giving a super chat and me telling everyone to go and sub. I can do it once or twice, but ultimately, bro, you're going to have to do what we all did, which is grind your teeth, get stuck into it, and build a community, mate. So, look, do go across and check out Cop Bites of Anfield, but I can't keep doing it, mate. You're going to have to get proactive. Stephen L, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, bro. Appreciate you. TOTT 2KZ1, all aboard HMS Pistol League. Absolutely, sir. Do you know, I'm just trying to find out, mate, if I could perform your wedding, because TOTT 2KZ1 is getting married. If I can perform your wedding on board HMS Pistol League, like if I become a captain, can I then perform the wedding ceremony for you on board HMS Pistol League? Who's on the bench? The subs. Sorry, mate. I couldn't help it. Do you know what? That low-hanging fruit. Let me get it for you now. 1 second. Kelleher, Endo, Diaz, Soboslai, Chiesa, Elliott, Jota, Costas and Kwanzaa. So once again, Kelleher, Endo, Diaz, Soboslai, Chiesa, Elliott, Jota, Costas and Kwanzaa. Here's a fun fact from Owen Scully. Thank you, Owen. Said, hey Craig, fun fact. Last time Liverpool played Leicester City on December 26th, Liverpool won 4-0 and won the league. I like it. I like where you're going with that one, sir. I'm not one for superstitions or anything, unless it points to a positive, in which case, sign me up. Can you say hi to all the family here in Drogheda watching? Of course, Stephen. Hello to everybody in Drogheda. Hope you're all well. Hope you all enjoy the Christmas, and great to hear that you're there with the family, Stephen. No better place to be. I think my wife's trying to cook me. I think she's looking for her own piggy in a blanket here, you know. Tio TT2KZ1 said, absolutely, Captain Craig. Let's get it done. I like it. Does Salah have a problem with Jota? I mean, you guys are mad. Mental. I don't know what to say anymore. Does he have a problem with the lad who's just come back from injury and probably wants to use him for the more difficult game against West Ham in 3 days' time? No, mate, I wouldn't say he has any problem with him. I would say it's, again, like I've just mentioned, give him a few minutes today and make sure he's available to start in what will be a more difficult game down in London. So I wouldn't look too deeply into it. It's just what it is. You know, this team that we have out today should more than be good enough to beat Leicester City. But we've got to earn it, right? Like any other game. But, you know, don't look into these things deeply or anything. Diogo Jota is coming back from a long time out. I would say we'll see him get 20-25 today and probably then start the game against West Ham. That'll be my guess, anyway. Arthur, how are you, bro? Said, hope Salah puts the Christmas tree curse nonsense to bed. Again, don't buy into any of that stuff. It's mad. It's like people saying that if we don't win the league, it's somehow my fault for being confident. You know, these type of things I find absolutely hilarious. Because I wish I had some influence. If I thought my voice had an influence, I would never say anything positive just in case, you know. But obviously, the closest I'm going to get to influence in this title race is the fact that I look like 5% like Arne Slot. That's probably the nearest I'm going to get. Who do you think comes on what minute and who scores? Who scores? Salah. A Virgil header. I want a Trent assist because I've got a few quid on a Trent assist. And at what minute are we making the subs? Don't know. Maybe depend on how the game's going. Royal Warzone, how are you, my friend? Said, I know we're frustrated with Trent's holdout, but I think his growth as a defender has been overlooked and losing him will be a big block to our attack. So, I totally agree with you regarding the defensive improvement from Trent. I've said it many times this season. It's very clear. You can see it when he's defending these days. And Arne has a bit of a better balance now for Trent in that kind of attacking defensive role. And you see it time and time again. Look back to the last game as well. He's very, very good defensively. He's certainly improving under Arne. So I totally agree with you there, mate. Victor. The United game, I think it's 5th of January, mate. I think it's 5th of January, if I'm not mistaken, Victor. It's going to be 18 plus rated. It's going to be carnage if we show up, mate. Carnage. And yeah, that's going to be another enjoyable one. And then, of course, we've got 2 games a week most of the way through now. Corbin said, I thought winning the league was meant to be hard. Others make it look hard, mate. But when we decide we're going to do it, we make it look easy. Look, sometimes it's a perfect storm, isn't it? And this season was supposed to be the coronation of Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, but they didn't get the memo because they've had a dodgy start to the season. Saka is now out for them as well for probably a couple of months maybe. So, they've got a lot of making up to do. If we win today, we'd be playing the same amount of games as them, just for 24 hours, but just for context, same amount of games as them, and we'd have a 9-point lead over them. So, and we've already been down to their gaff as well. So, look, all signs are pointing to a good end to the season, which is why I want to be even more vocal in my belief that we need to get a midfielder in January, because I don't want to be sitting here in March or April time trying to figure out what went wrong because we get an injury or something. This is why I cannot understand anybody who hasn't got the courage of their convictions to say we need to get this player right now. Waiting, having a look at the market is not acceptable. Go out there and get it done, because here we are now, a few days away from the transfer window opening. We still haven't fully resolved the transfer situation with the three boys, and we may have to start "Where's the money, John?" very soon. So, by the way, the stuff about Lucho's dad, I don't believe is correct. And there's a reason I haven't brought it up until Mark sent me this. There was a post, and I'll read it out to you. 1 second. I'll read this out to you. So there was a post on Instagram from one of his other sons that said, "I don't understand why there are people so malicious and slandering these things without knowing. My father is in good health, thank God. The medical centre is expected to give a detailed report on the situation in the next few hours. He had been spending Christmas with his homeland." So he is in hospital, but you know, everything's in control under doctor's instruction at the minute. So you know, don't get too stressed about that. It may be a reason why Lucho isn't starting the game or not. I don't know, but some people were jumping to extremes on social media, and we don't want to get involved in that type of stuff. If there's any updates to be had, it'll come from the Diaz family or maybe the football club. So we'll take it from there. Any objections to the lineup? I mean, probably would have put Endo in for Gravenberch for a start to give him a rest. McAllister, I probably would have put Elliott in for to give, again, Macca a bit of a rest. Other than that, no. Other than that, I'm okay. I just think midfield we could have rotated a little bit. Christchild said, "Belated Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope your little man had a great day yesterday, Craig." He did, thank you. He was playing with his MetaQuest all day. I still haven't had a go of it yet, by the way, because everybody else was playing with it yesterday, but looking forward to having a go with the boxing training game on that as well. Never played any VR stuff before, so definitely need to have a go with that. And same to you and your family as well, mate. I hope you all had a lovely day. Craig, got tickets to both the City away and United home. Hoping to see you at Lille. Yeah, I'll definitely be at the Lille game, mate. So yeah, if you see me, come up and say hi. That's class, though. What a couple of games you get to go to there. They're brilliant. I've always wanted to go to a Liverpool United game, but do you know what? I only look back today because it came up in conversation in our Discord group. So I only look back at the receipts for the tickets we bought. £390 sterling each were the tickets that we bought for the game against Lille. And that's just Carlsberg dugout stuff, so, you know, it's not proper hospitality or anything. 300, so 2 tickets, £780 sterling. Welcome to modern day Liverpool Football Club. What was my favourite Christmas gift? The tracksuit bottoms my daughter got me, yeah. Yeah, the black Nike Air Jordan tracksuit bottoms my daughter got me. Even though they're not Adidas, you know, Jordan gear is acceptable. You know, I do love Jordan stuff as well. Can we talk about how empty the Etihad was earlier? I haven't seen it, Nomad. I haven't seen it. But I was looking back on some stuff from earlier on. I mean, it doesn't get spoke about enough, which seems ironic considering we call it the Etihad. But yeah, their attendances are shocking. And if that doesn't give them an indication of their fan base being fair weather fans and glory hunters, I don't know what will. And there always is that good core group of City fans. You know, we've been fair about this over the years. When they went down through the divisions, that hardcore group of City fans were brilliant. Selling out Main Road, filling the gaff. But this modern incarnation of City, whilst they still have those hardcore fans, the newbies that have come along, a lot of them are just in it because City have won stuff. And they can't have given away tickets and making it very easy. Volkswagen Fanboy Reacts, how are you? He said, my prediction, Craig, 3-0 to Liverpool. Mate, if it ends that way, I'll be very happy. Will Fede get a cameo tonight? Hope so. Yeah, on the bench. Swore it. So on the bench. So look, I'm going to start calling you out. 2025, I hope to do 2 shows before the end of the summer. 1 in Liverpool and 1 somewhere else in the world. So I need your help. South Africa, I'm looking at you. Spain, I'm looking at you. Anywhere in mainland Europe, I'm looking at you. Canada, join the party. So if you want to help us out and you want to point me in the direction of a supporters club / venue or whatever where you'd like to see Anfield Agenda and co rock up for a live show, let us know. Email us, contact@anfieldagenda.com, because we want to get it sorted out. We're still trying to figure out get the date booked in for our end of season party in Liverpool. But other than that, we want to do 1 more somewhere. But, you know, I'm totally open to suggestions on where that should be. How about Africa? I did say South Africa, mate, at the very start. So, you know, if I'm not mistaken, South Africa is absolutely part of the African continent. Yeah, we're not coming to America. Sorry, been there. Had our fingers burned with that one. America isn't on the list. It's probably America's the only country I can officially rule out. Canada's defo a possibility, 100%. It's been too long since I've been in Canada, to be honest with you, so any excuse to get over there will be very welcomed. Nick, how are you, sir? Said, manifesting a Chiesa 30-minute cameo, predicting a 4-0 victory, Gakpo, a couple from Salah, and Harvey off the bench. I beg the players don't look past this game. Yes, they better not. Stay focused is right, mate. I'm with you on that one. You know, there are no easy games in the Premier League, except United, when we play them. Apart from that, there's no easy games. So you've got to earn the right to win. What happened in America? Not going back over it again, mate. Basically, 1 wrong form ticked on something. Big hullabaloo, $6,000 out the window. No live show. Yeah. I don't want to get back into the whole America conversation. Craig, if Trent doesn't sign a new contract, do you think it'll cause problems attacking wise? The only problem I would have if Trent doesn't sign the new contract is, would he be able to stay 100% fully committed? You know, I think it's up to everyone's own personal take on that. Personally, I've said this all the way through, not just a Trent, to any player. If you know you're heading off the end of the season, I refuse to think that you're going to give 100%. I just do. But look, we'll figure this out as and when the situation evolves, because hopefully we don't have to find out. Lex Goy, thank you for your 10-month membership with us, bro. Appreciate you. Liam, how are you, my man? Said, Durham region, Liverpool Supporters Club in Ontario, Canada, get a great turnout for every match. Would be a good spot to stop by. So yeah, the Supporters Club itself wouldn't be right for the show, but to hook up with the Supporters Club and find a venue that works somewhere around that area, absolutely, Limo. We just know what kind of environment works for us for the shows. So ideally we'd want something that can cope with hopefully about 200, 250, something like that, and go from there. But it's hard to gauge, you know, when you're going to a different country, it's difficult to gauge what your audience may be or how much interest there might be. I'm a United fan, but was originally Liverpool. Now you've changed back. Yeah, no, sorry, you can go away. There's no room for you in here, mate. Sorry. No, we're not doing that. I don't care. There's very little I'll call people out on. But this, I was a United fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. Or I was a Liverpool fan. I'm a United fan. I want to be a Liverpool fan. No, sorry. No changes. You're not Michael Owen. So yes, no, you're a United fan in my eyes. That's the end of it. You don't get to change and swap over. City might have you though. Manchester City are here on the lookout for a couple of new fans, so perhaps have a look-see there. It's the only thing I ever will call people out on, by the way. I don't care how long you've supported the club. I don't care what part of the world you're from. I don't care how much you know about football or not. But you don't get to do that. You don't get to go United, Liverpool. I can't read the lineup on my phone screen. Could you read it out? Absolutely, Lawrence. My pleasure, bro. 2 seconds, mate. So, Liverpool 11, Lawrence, is as follows. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez are the 2 centre-backs today. In midfield, it's Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Curtis Jones. Up top, Darwin Núñez to the centre, Cody Gakpo on the left and Mohamed Salah on the right. On the bench today, Lawrence, is Kevin Kelleher, Uturo Endo, Luis Diaz, Dominic Szoboszlai, Federico Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota, Kostas Tsimikas and Joel Kwanzaa. Geo1109, hope all was good for everyone during the holidays. Same to you, sir, and your family as well. Carl said, if Arsenal lose tomorrow, would you say they're done? You don't want my answer to that, Carl, because it's just going to cause problems in the chat. But let's just say yes, to make it short. But the honest answer is, I think they're done now, mate. Because they've not shown anything to show that they're going to be able to, one, show enough consistency that, I think if Arsenal are to win the league, Carl, right, in a hypothetical scenario, they have to win, how many games they got left now? 20, let's say, 20 odd games left. They have to win 18 of those games. A draw and 1 loss, maybe. I think that's the only wiggle room they have for the rest of the season. And even at that, I think I'm being generous, because in that scenario, we'd have to then drop 14 points over the course of the remainder of the season. I just don't think either of those things are happening. But look, it is all individual preferences, right? I'm not going to tell you when to say somebody's out of a title race or not. But for me, I just don't see anybody at the moment who I think can be classed as a credible challenger to us if we keep doing what we're doing. You know, I've said this before. I feel like right now, everything is in our hands. We do what we need to do. If we keep picking up points, everything else is irrelevant. So it's on us. And that's the way I'm looking at it. If we keep doing our job, the trophy will follow. And of course, Arsenal have had some bits of bad luck as well, right? They've had some injuries. Odegaard out for a bit. Saka out for a bit. You know, big important players on their team. I guess it would be kind of accustomed to us having Salah out or Van Dijk out. So, you know, I do address that. And I think fair enough. But it's also not our problem, is it? Stargirl, how are you? Said, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. Thanks for everything this year. How's your dog? Did he enjoy his Christmas dinner? And did you enjoy yours? My dad is a great cook. He's always in charge of a Christmas dinner. Oh, hang on. 2-0. Spurs have wrapped it up in the 8th minute of stoppage time. Yeah, Spurs 2-0 up. Or Spurs, Wolves 2-0 up. Apologies, Wolves 2-0 up. Last minute of stoppage time. Dog's great, thank you. Yeah, got spoiled rotten. Christmas dinner wasn't great. But it's okay. I'll make up for it today. Yeah, I said Spurs, sorry. I just seen a team out there capitulating and I just, you know, PTSD and all. Yeah, it's not Spurs. Sorry. I mean, it is Spurs, right? I've changed my mind. It is Spurs. Get over it. I don't know. Look, I can't be expected to get every word that comes out of my mouth right, lads. Come on, give us a break. Oh, na, na, what's my name? Oh, na, na, what's my name? Well, oh, there's a corner. It's in. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have been singing there. Oh, it's 1-0. Oh, look. Oh, I better fall down and complain to the ref. Tanya said, did you guys see the little mascot, Isaac, meeting Mo and Virgil? So I'll tell you what, Tanya, I didn't, and there's a reason why I didn't watch it, is because everybody in my Discord that watched it said they ended up crying because it was beautiful and moving. And I just wasn't in a place where I was ready to cry again. So no, I haven't watched it, but I've heard it was lovely. Love how United loss is a side note. It's a regular occurrence at this point, isn't it? Connor said Katie was bawling her eyes out. See, I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it because I knew I'd end up having a little blubber myself. But look, I do love that these things happen. You know, I love that football clubs, our own club, and others, of course, do these type of things. It's beautiful, and it makes this time of the year a little bit more special when you see things like that. So, as always, well done to all the football clubs for all the great work that they do in their communities. How much do you know about your community? I mean, I don't know how to answer that because I don't know what you're asking me. Like, how much do I know about them? I know that they're the best on YouTube. I know that they're damn good people. I know that they look out for each other week in and week out. I know that they've been very supportive of me. And I know that I wouldn't be here without them. That's about as much as I feel like I can confidently say. Because, you know, to say I knew every one of the 288,000 people would be a lie. But I know that they're special people. And I know that I owe a lot to them. And this, to me, is where a lot of these influencers / YouTubers fall off, is they don't remember who buttered their bread. They don't remember why they've got to where they are. It isn't all about talent. And I've said this many times. The biggest YouTubers in my mind are not the best YouTubers. We're ones that maybe got a bit of luck along the way. Definitely have a good work ethic. But for me, it's the connection. I've said it from day one. I've been me. I've tried to make a connection with people on an individual basis. And I'll never get arrogant about it because I know that like that, if I start becoming arrogant, everything goes away. And rightly so. Do I follow a second team in a lower division? Not really. I mean, Barcelona are my second team. But the conduct of Barcelona in the last 5 years has really left a sour taste in my mouth with regards to the way they've gone about business, treated some players and stuff like that. So I don't really have a second team, no. Watching Modern United is like watching your past his prime uncle try to show off the family barbecue and tear his hamstring. Yeah, like watching your favourite YouTuber try to show you their socks and pulling their hamstring. Could never be me. So many lovely comments in the chat, by the way. Flying Pig is going mental. But to be honest, that's all they have at this point. I say this to you, right, and I'll be deadly serious. This isn't a dig or a joke. If I was a Manchester United fan, and thank fuck I amn't, but if I was, I promise you I'd be a millionaire. You can fart and make money supporting United. Honestly, it's the easiest thing in the world because every day is a brand new drama. Every day you wake up and there's just news stories everywhere. It's like just plucking money off a tree for United content creators. Like, it's genuinely, yeah. I'd say honestly I'd be worth about 3 million if I was a United fan. But it wouldn't be worth the money to me because I'd much rather be a peasant and have a team that I can enjoy watching. But yeah, I do sometimes have a bit of sympathy for them, and then I remember my youth and United just winning everything. So it very quickly goes away then. Manchester is under massive flood warning because of all the tears. Love to see it. Love this channel, and you do a fantastic job. Thank you, mate. Yeah, as last I heard that there was 100 ambulances on their way to Manchester now for all the whining, crying little bitches up there. But there's nothing we can do about it, mate, you know. All we can do is to make sure that we take care of our business and maybe supply some tissues where necessary. But I need tissues for very different reasons these days. Finty Tint, how are you, bro? Seen Reacher on Prime. No, I tell you why I haven't watched it, right? It's because, you know, they basically based it off me. So I can't watch it. You know, it feels like they've just copyrighted my life there. No, mate, I haven't watched it yet. And do you know what I'm watching through at the minute? Is the Vince McMahon thing on Netflix. I'm 5 episodes into that at the minute. And do you know what? Learning quite a lot, to be honest with you. There's a lot to be said for and against McMahon and a lot of things. But knowing how to push buttons is something that he does very, very well. You know, I'm not getting into all the other stuff. Of course, I share the same opinion as everybody else around assaults and all this stuff. But on that one thing, I find the whole documentary fascinating. Luxury made simpler. What's the crack, big man? By the way, that's a great account name. Very well played. I don't know if that's in relation to your business. I'm sure it probably is, but very good name. What's the crack, big man? I hope for a 4-1 win. And don't forget, United are in the mud. Oh, I know. The best goalkeeper in the world there as well. Onana, you know, inside a wolf sandwich there going, I can't get out. I can't get out. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, it's in the net. Oh. Taylor Long said, hi, Craig. At the match, watching the boys warm up. We love that. We love that, Taylor. Well in. Enjoy. Danny's at the match as well. Of course, David Lynch is at the game. Anyone that's at it, enjoy. I'm very jealous, mate. Although I'm looking forward to getting over later next month. If it bleeds said, could this day get any better? Man United 14th. Chelsea lost. I know. It's pretty good, right? A Liverpool victory now and we're golden. Can I say something that's going to sound really stupid? Alright, how do I phrase this? Is anybody else almost sad it's looking like it could be very easy? Because remember when we won it under Jurgen? We just walked away with that and it became dunzoed by February. Like it was just we were just gone off into the distance. I don't know if I want it to be the same or if I want a little interest, you know? I mean, the idea of Arsenal fans feeling like they have some hope just so we can dance on that hope, stick 2 fingers up to them and laugh in their faces, it kind of appeals to me. I'm not going to lie. It does. So, you know, I wouldn't mind them being within striking distance and then getting a little reminder that it ain't going to happen. You know, and getting the old deserve to win meter on meltdown. Oh yeah, we need to get to 1,000 likes before kickoff, by the way. So if you can, do hit that like button for us. You're talking shit now. In what sense? By saying what? I said, am I the only one who wouldn't mind a bit of a race? If that's talking shit, mate, okie doke, fair enough. You can have a little time out then. Because, you know, what I'm talking shit, I think you better just have a little time out to think how I could do it better. And then we'll go from there. Genuinely, like, when we won it under Kloppo, it was just, I don't want to say it felt anticlimactic, but it's like that game where you're 4-0 up at half time. The second half kind of just becomes going through the motions a little bit. And then it's just a case of when are you going to win it. So, yeah. I would have loved one of those last day deciders to have gone our way. That would have felt like the sweetest win ever. Nathan said, I hate Arsenal fans, can't stand them. I also hate all 4 of City's fans. Yeah, I believe the car journey home for those 4 fans, you know, from the Etihad today was very, you know, sad about Haaland's penalty miss. But, you know, they can console themselves in their 4-man tent. Will they go and get a meal deal for 4 out of Domino's and, you know, go back to their little 4-bedroom house and cry about their 115 charges? If it bleeds said 7-0 doesn't sound like an achievement anymore against Man United. Sounds like a starting point, doesn't it? Alejandro said, not really, Craig. I feel like we deserve a second league at this point. Just needs to happen, and then we can always have a proper fight next year. Yeah, I get that. Look, I get that. But as I said, it just, I don't know. It just feels, I don't know. You're probably right, all of you. I probably am just being a bit of a fool about it. But it's just, you know, I don't know. A title race was fun if you win it. But I guess walking through it, there's something to be said for that as well. Just one word of caution, I guess, that I would say is, so let's say you do wrap up the league title, or you're miles ahead, and you start to rotate teams a bit and focus maybe on a Champions League. I think that can equally be a little bit dangerous, because you want to peak when it comes time to the knockout stages of a Champions League. You don't want to have to kind of try and turn it back on again if you've toned it down a little bit, if you get where I'm coming from. You want to make sure that, you know, you're at those, like in NFL, you know, you can probably say now, rest Mahomes for the next game and give him 3 weeks before the playoffs just to make sure that he's at peak. It's a little bit different for us. I don't think you can just turn that on and off like that. Christchild said, after losing by 1 point twice, I can't take another close encounter. I think the thing about those ones were, though, they weren't in our hands on the last day. That's I guess the difference maker. If it was in your own hands on the last day, it's a lot easier to go into a last day decider. It's your birthday today, so can we get the WFM? Yes, we can get the W. I hope so, and happy birthday to you, bro. Appreciate you dropping in with us. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, I was getting confused there for a second, Shane, and then I remembered, like, I was thinking, who is he talking to? I forgot you were a United fan there for a second, Shane, mate. Sorry. I don't blame you. Your captain there today, getting himself sent off completely unnecessarily. I get where you're coming from, Shane. But I will say this. At least Amarim looks like he's got the stomach to call this stuff out, Shane. And I think he'll get more support from the ownership about it than perhaps Ten Hag did, who in his own way tried to call it out as well. But I think there's something in the middle of the whole Neville culture stuff, which I think he goes a bit over the top of the times. But it's one of the few clubs in the Premier League, Shane, that I still would say player power is the thing at, if you get where I'm coming from. Right, so, ladies and gents, just another quick one. We are being brought to you today with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. With the sales coming up and you're fresh with all that Christmas cash, why not treat yourself to the complete set from Manscaped, which is the Performance Package 5.0. I personally have this set and I use every single thing in it except for the ball deodorant because it's not quite my cup of tea. But you get everything you see there in the set. The Lawnmower 5.0, which is the ball shaver. You also get the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, a shed travel bag, and the boxer briefs, which are Manscaped's free gift to you. And you can get 20% off and free shipping of this and anything else at manscaped.com with the code you see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there, Anfield20. Use it at checkout or scan the QR code. John Jones, how are you, bro? Craig, you're the best. You're my mate, my doctor, and my shrink all in one. Thanks for staying on the channel. Love you to you and all of your family. So I feel like I could say the exact same right back to you guys as well, John. Particularly about being my shrink, my friend, my doctor, everything all in one. So yeah, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Imagine Joey G scores a winner. Do you know what? Abdullah, do you know what's mad, mate? I was looking in the bookies earlier on, and the odds of a Joe Gomez goal are actually shorter than players who've scored a lot more goals. I couldn't believe it when I was looking at it. I was thinking, oh, let's have a look at a Joe Gomez goal. What are we looking at? I think it was like 4-1 or something like that, which was mad. So yeah, I'd love a Joey goal though. I would. I don't even care what type of it is at this point. If it's off his backside from a yard out, I don't care. If it's a header from 12 yards, a bicycle kick, he just needs to get that goal. Would I be right in saying, by the way, that right now, a lot of you guys and girls out there are thinking, Cunha? Because I've been getting a lot of messages from people, even non-Liverpool fans, over the last day or two, saying to me, that Cunha, he looks like a real player, one that could do a job. Drawdy even messaged me today to say, Cunha, he'd do great for you. What a player. So, interesting one. I know there's a lot of admiration from Liverpool fans at the minute for Cunha, and understandably. Winston said, love the shows. Craig, I think there could be an upset tonight. There won't be. Don't be worried, mate. Don't be an upset. Come on now. Positive vibes. Curtis, LFC, said, I want us to walk the league so I can take the preferable? Let's say the piss out of Arsenal fans and hopefully see Arteta getting sacked. That's a good question, actually. At what point does he come under pressure there? I've asked this, I think, a few times over the last year, but like if he wins, let's say he won the League Cup, as an example, would that be enough to pacify an Arsenal fan base or the board at Arsenal? Because honestly, I think he has to be challenging for one of the two big ones, or he should be under pressure with the time he's had, the money he's had, the players that he has. I think the Saka thing is on him, by the way. I'll say that as well. He overplays players, brings them back too early from injury. And I think this Saka injury could have been avoided if Arsenal had have just used him a little bit more sparingly. Zevon said he needs a sack if he feels like Arsenal are starting to peak. There's no reason Arsenal shouldn't have been where we are this season. You know, they have the personnel to do it. Like that comment he made about going into the start of the season with one of the thinnest squads is laughable, to be honest. Tanya said Marmoush is my preference. Yeah, I'm with you. Omar Marmoush for me, Tanya, is the forward I'd like to bring in at the end of the season. Jeff, how are you? Jeff Hirschberg said, new subscriber from Dallas, Texas here. You and your community make me a far more knowledgeable supporter. Thanks to all. Thank you, Jeff. I was watching actually the Texans game last night. Result wasn't great, but Beyonce singing at halftime as well. Lots of love to you, Jeff, and thank you for joining our community, mate. And yeah, appreciate you. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Right, so ladies and gents, couple of things. One, keep hitting that like button. Two, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's see if we can make a cheeky push towards 289,000 subscribers. My only goal is to try and get to 300k before the end of January. And we're going to need a big push to do it. So every one of you that can hit that button really does help. Schmungus, how are you, bro? Said, who would you like to see playing for the club in the new year? Right, for me, I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel or say something that I have contradicted myself on. I just think we need the midfielder. And I'm easy if Arne has a target, as long as he gets the target. You know, I'll have my own names, you'll have your own names. But ultimately, all I want is for the manager to be backed and people like James Pearce to stop basically trolling us at this point with all this nonsense about Gravenberch's blah 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 has meant that Liverpool don't blah blah blah. Gravenberch's been great, but he can't be great for 70 games a season. And he knows that. And I know that. And we know that as a fan base. So we just need to get that position sorted. And I'd be happy. Whether that is a name we've spoken about already, the kid from Porto that we mentioned, or Baleba, or Ricci, or I don't know. I just know we still need that midfielder. Arthur Smith said, back from watching the Isaac cutting onions now. Okie doke. Enjoy it. Own is on Optus Sport if you want to avoid it. God, I couldn't think of anything more dull. Well, maybe if you need the Christmas or the Boxing Day nap, perhaps. Been at work all week, Craig. Dying sick too, but I can tune in here for the follow along. Merry Christmas. Same to you, Timothy. Do you know what? I don't think you're alone, Timothy. I've been battling a head cold or a bit of a cold for about 2 weeks. And everybody I speak to seems to be just, under the weather a little bit. Or some people have had a really bad dose of it. For me, I've been okay. It's just been a bit of a cough and mucus and stuff. But other than that, I've been alright. But definitely feels like the time of year where a lot of people are picking up a few bugs and illnesses. Daniel, thank you. Said you always make my day when you post videos. Appreciate you. Thank you all for watching as well. That's the most important thing. King Kenny said, great time to capitalise, Craig. Could really give us a push into the new year, having a 7-point gap and a game in hand. I just think the haters will say we ain't played anyone yet. Yeah, but those haters, and this is an important fact, mate, they don't want us to succeed. And that's what I have to keep trying to remind people. People will say and do anything to try and undermine us, give themselves confidence. And that's okay. I'd do the same in their position. But we know that we're legit. We know that our destiny's in our own hands. And we know that our new manager knows what he's at here. So it would be incredible. I'm not going to sit here and say I thought Arne would win the league in his first year. I didn't. I wanted him to match or beat the points tally we had last year. But we do find ourselves in a position now where it's looking pretty good. So we need to make sure that we don't take our foot off the gas or suffer a burnout or fatigue like we have done in previous seasons. So I wouldn't have played Gravenberch today, by the way. I wouldn't have. I would have rested him up for West Ham, gone with Endo or somebody else there today, because I'm worried of overplaying him. I don't want us to do to him what Arteta has done to Saka, if you get me. Danny said, me and the missus watched the Isaac video. Brilliant. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Everybody said it's a beautiful, heartwarming video, but I'm not ready to cry. I'm not ready to cry, so I'm not doing it. Foxy, how are you, mate? Member with us for 10 months as well. Carl, appreciate you. Said, let's go, boys. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Well, it wasn't too shabby today, Foxy, was it, mate, with the results? So, yeah, if we can pick up the win tonight, life's pretty good. Life's pretty good. Nimnoy said, I heard Simon Jordan say we were handed the Southampton game. I don't know. Look, I'm going to try and be diplomatic in this answer. Simon Jordan is clearly an intelligent man. Simon Jordan has said some stuff over the years that I've agreed with. Namely, the biggest one probably is that the Premier League should sell their own rights and start a Netflix-style streaming service. But outside of that, he is an arsehole. No other word for it. And I don't like him one bit. And I hate TalkSport and everything that they're about and the type of content they make and the way they rile up people and the stupid shit that they say and the people that they have working for them. And it all starts to form a narrative of a type of content creators that I think gives others a bad name. So Simon Jordan just needs to keep his name in people's mouths. So we'll continue to say these stupid things. But most importantly, fuck Simon Jordan and anybody else that has anything negative to say, because their opinion is irrelevant. All that matters are the facts. And the fact of the matter is that whether Simon Jordan likes it or not, Liverpool are top of the damn league and there ain't a thing that he can do about it. So, let the DJ, but that's what he is these days, he's the man who said, by the way, and I quote, they want to be careful or somebody will pull the plug on boxing. Someone. Who? Just random person. Boxing's gone now. Simon Jordan said it, so boxing's over. And I also go back to when Robbie from AFTV went on TalkSport with Simon Jordan and Jim White and basically went in on him and tried to, I don't like to use the word bully, but I felt like it was a very shitty interview, and I would have responded very differently in that scenario. Mark Baffin, my apologies, sir. I scroll back there to find it now. Appreciate you, Mark, and apologies, mate, that I missed the super chat originally. But appreciate you letting me know about it. And again, thank you. Said Craig, you're the best. To go, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Right. Tony Miller said, think Diaz should have started over Gakpo. So Tony, his dad is in hospital, I think, in Colombia. Nothing, I think, overly concerning, but perhaps that was involved in the thinking there. But, you know, I get where you're coming from, because I think, if my memory's right, I think Gakpo's played a little bit more, sorry. Right, another one from Mike that I have to bring up. Mike, how are you, bro? Said, love this community, WFM to you all. Yeah, you're an amazing group of people, Mike, and yeah. If you know that we all think at this time of the year, you sit back and you think about what you're fortunate for, what you're happy for, what you're grateful for. And every year when I do this, I come back to the same two things. Ultimately, the things that matter to me in my life are my family, my business, and my close friends. And all of those are happy, healthy, and well. And for that, I'm eternally grateful, you know. So every year that we can say that, I'm going to be happy with it. Rory, Nulik Shunna, thank you. Hope Santi was good to you and your family. About to drive home from Dublin to Cork as I've work tomorrow up the Reds. Well, firstly, bro, drive safely. Be extra vigilant, you know, around the Christmas time. Keep an eye out for the speed cameras as well, mate. There's a few of them floating around. But safe journey home to Cork, mate. And I wish you and your family a wonderful remainder of 2024 and a good 2025 ahead. Alex Cooper. Simon Jordan refusing to give Usyk credit after beating Fury twice by a very clear margin was just ridiculous. As I said, look, Simon Jordan knows fuck all about boxing. You know, don't be afraid to say that. Just because he's an influential person doesn't mean he's always right. And he knows diddly squat. He's a fan like the rest of us, and I know he watches boxing, but he's not an expert at anything other than running his mouth. So, whatever his opinions are on boxing, I tend to just steer wide of them. I keep Teddy Atlas for my opinions. I love a little bit of Eddie Hearn, because I think he's a great promoter. I love a bit of Frank Warren as well, don't get me wrong. People that are actually involved in the sport and actually know what they're talking about. But for me, Teddy Atlas is probably the best boxing pundit in the world. I think he's incredible. I love his breakdowns on anything. But yeah, Jordan is just now, he's just a DJ. You know, as Eddie Hearn said. Tony Miller said, both City and United have regulation form and I'm loving it. You're not the only one, my man. You're not the only one. Schmungus, what's the game you're most excited for in the new year? Oh, I won't lie. I'm already thinking about January the 5th. That's the one, you know. January the 5th and United. Because it could be a bloodbath if we get it right. But I have learned my lesson, because I've predicted us to beat them comfortably at home before and they've dug in and got a draw out of it. So that's the one for me. Brian, there he is. Santi has arrived all the way from Boston with a Thin Lizzy image with 50 gifted memberships. Brian, thank you so much, mate. As always, there isn't enough words that I can use, mate, to say how grateful we are. Right, I think we can end the poll. It's very clear people are going for a Liverpool win, so we can go with that one. Right, we've got 6 minutes to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. Let me run through the Leicester City team, which I haven't done yet, by the way. I have no idea who that goalkeeper is. Stolarczyk in goal for Leicester. Justin, Cody, Vestergaard and Christensen making up their back four. Then it's Winks and Sumar in midfield, or Samara. Then Ayew, Canos, Mavidi and Patson Daka. That's not a great side, let's be honest about it, lads. It isn't. For Liverpool, Alisson Becker, Trent, Robbo, centre backs Gomez and Van Dijk. In midfield, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones. Up top, Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo. And by the way, I'm doubling down on this because it's a match day, and I don't think I've said this in a match day since. I'm now making the call on behalf of Liverpool fans that Mohamed Salah is now in the same bracket as Thierry Henry. You can argue about whether you think he surpassed him or not yet. I do. By a little bit. Just by a little bit. You can look at the numbers as well. the numbers paint a pretty even picture there. A little bit ahead for Salah on the goals and assists front in total. But we ran a poll the other day on our channel and we asked, do you think Mohamed Salah is now in that Henry conversation? He's alongside him, and 94% said yes. So it's your moral duty now as Liverpool fans to go out there and tell every Arsenal fan in the world that Mohamed Salah has now surpassed Thierry Henry, and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy it, because you know that they'll say you're right. You know what, lad? You know, the Arsenal fans, they're very measured and calm. They will say to you, lads, we get it, we appreciate Mohamed Salah's greatness. You're right. That's what I expect them to say. Harden said, nah, Henry is better. But he isn't. I'm not even talking about a personal preference now, mate. I'm talking about the numbers. Look at them. You know, goals and assists, Salah has 3 more and will continue to stretch that out. One stat that caught my attention, actually, interesting, was the amount of yellow cards. I think Thierry Henry had like 3 times more yellow cards or something. But I don't think he is better. I think in hindsight, when we look back, it's easier to... And look, by the way, Thierry Henry is one hell of a player and one of the greatest to do it in the Premier League. I'm not trying to say anything different. But, you know, looking back, in hindsight always, you know, the legend grows. Salah's still writing his chapter in football history. So, honestly, I think, for me, Salah is now on that pathway with Henry. And I'm not going to say, what, you know, if Arsenal fans think he's still a little bit better, okay, fair enough. But for me, I think Salah's just starting to edge a little bit clear now. Tony Miller said, think Salah better than Thierry Henry, to be fair. Thank you, Tony. And also, you know, Salah doesn't have to resort to handballing and cheating like Thierry Henry did, you know. Craig, did you love the jacket? Did you get it online? This hoodie, I think I just bought it directly from Adidas. If my memory's right, it was in one of the sales anyway. I think it was like 30 quid or something. Right, ladies and gentlemen, teams are out on the pitch. We are getting close to kick-off time. Once again, just before we get underway, a reminder, we are being brought to you today with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Why not treat yourself to the Chairman Pro Package Face Shaving Kit or anything else at manscaped.com and use our code Anfield20 to get yourself 20% off and free shipping. That's Anfield20 at checkout to get yourself 20% off and free shipping. Don't forget Manscaped's skin safe technology as well that guards all of your essentials, shall we say, from any grooming mishaps. And this is true, and my wife will confirm this. Oh God, how do I say this without looking like a dope? There's no way you're going to look like a dope. I ran into the kitchen the other day saying to Sabrina, my balls are bleeding. And she looked at me, and I had to say, I grabbed something in the bathroom I thought was the Manscaped. It wasn't. And I paid the price. And I'm not even joking. Then I grabbed Manscaped a few hours later, and everything was grand. And it went exactly as it should have gone. And that is not a sales pitch or a joke. That is 100% genuine. You notice the difference. So yeah. Not only will your balls thank you, but you know they'll bleed a lot less. Sorry to any families watching, by the way. Right, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are in the huddle ahead of kick-off. Sit back, relax, and... enjoy yourselves. I was going around the rest of that day, by the way. You know, felt like I had my own sanitary towel on the go, but I had to stuff tissue, you know. You do what you do. You do what you need to do. Right, ladies and gents, we're about to get underway. Sit back, relax, and I will take you through the game. And don't forget as well that we will have our match reaction, our player ratings video coming up after the game. And if you guys want to submit your player ratings, just keep an eye out for the link. It will be pinned to the top of the chat. And you can submit them in the match reaction. Right. It definitely is beginning to look a slot like Christmas, especially with the way the results have gone. Liverpool playing from left to right in the first half. Oh, Leicester have turned us, have they? Silly boys. Right, we are off. We are off. Ball goes back to Alisson Becker, who does the decent thing and launches the ball out long left side. Leicester win the first header, but it drops to Andy Robertson. I will sync up at 1 minute as well for everyone, just in case you want to pause your TV or catch up with us. Craig, happy holidays to you and the family, mate, from Kevin Mulryan. Thank you, Kevin. Same to you and yours, sir. Right, Robbo. Van Dijk. Back over to Robbo. I think this game in the UK, by the way, is on Prime, if people are wondering. Cross in early. Headed away. Drops on the edge of the box again. Liverpool in possession. Virgil. Right, we're coming up to 1 minute now. We are at 1 minute and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gomez. Trent tries a ball in. Ricochets back. And it'll be a Liverpool throw in near the corner flag on this near side. Sulphurous keep on jamming said, I've been a fan since 1975 and this is the best season I've ever experienced. Big shout, but I love it. Right, Liverpool flick the ball on. Ricochet's off. Robbo now and Leicester have it. They look to go long, searching for Patson Daka. Virgil steps in there though. Little calm side foot to Joe Gomez. So the win probability, according to Oracle Cloud here on the screen, is Liverpool 81%. What's the fog like? I mean, it's noticeable, but not enough that it would stop anything happening. You know, you can see that there is a bit of fog there, but it's not it's not damaging the game. Leicester City throw in on the far side. Again, Leicester looking to play out, play it off Liverpool player. It'll be another Leicester City throw in. They're going to have to pay the price, by the way, for making us attack the cop end in the first half. Robbo now, far side. Connor said, remember the fog during Bosnia, Ireland 2015? I don't remember it, Connor, to be honest with you, mate. But I've played in worse fogs than this. Trent spreads the ball out. And there's a reason they have that winter ball, by the way. It's for moments like this. Gakpo with a cross in. What are you doing, Jones? Curtis Jones had a tap in, but tried to just take too much out of it once again and play the ball too long. Here he is again. Cross blocked. Trent dinks into the far post. Headed away. Jones should have scored. Should have been 1-0. Curtis Jones dicking about with the ball. Oh, lads. Look, I'm sure it won't cost us, but just hit it. Just hit it. I don't know what he was at. There was no need to do anything there except put your laces through it and you most likely would have scored. But he just tried to keep moving it to get a freer space, and then the chance ended. But it has been all Liverpool from the start of this game. Jones. Cross in. Too deep and it goes behind for a goal kick. I don't know if Jones has a little bit of extra... Oh, look at this. Hit it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if Jones has a little bit of extra adrenaline or something, but he seems to be just overhitting and overthinking early doors, but I'm sure he'll settle into it. Leicester still struggling to get out of their own half. Free kick here, referee gives them. Went on Premier Sports and Prime, both seem to be skipping. I'm watching on Premier Sport right now, Jamie, and it's fine for me, mate. Cross in from Leicester City. Oh, that cat. It's 1-0 Leicester. 1-0 Leicester. Can't defend. 1-0 Leicester, I'm not even joking. It's 1-0 Leicester. They attack, we stand there looking like clowns and allow them to get a free turning shot and IU scores. Not good enough defensively. And this is why Jones needs to take his chance. Look at this, how easy this was, by the way. Look at this. Look. Trent, gone. Nowhere there. Nowhere. And then after that, Leicester keep going. They get a cross in. And Robbo tries to commit. Misses. And then turns and IU scores. Robbo again, not doing his job. Trent leaving too much space and we're 1-0 down. Wow. Look at 3 of them there. Look, 3 of them. And he still turns and gets a shot away. Everybody watched the ball go through, Brian. Exactly. Everyone stood there and watched it. It was so... Everybody in the chat is right. It was absolutely horrific defending all around. From the space that we gave them on the right-hand side, to not getting into the cross, to not getting a block in, to not getting closer to IU, all of it was just tin pot defending again. So no clean sheet today. Right, corner to Liverpool. It's important now we get this goal back as soon as we can. Robbo goes short to Trent. Trent's cross is woeful and goes straight behind for a goal kick. I'm looking at this goal again, right? There's 6 Liverpool players in and around the box and 2 Leicester City players. 6 Liverpool players. And somehow Jordan Ayew still gets the space to turn and slot it home. And 6 of our boys in the box. Look, there's loads of time left, but we don't need to be making it this hard for ourselves. Thoughts on the Salah curse? That it's just nonsense. It's just a coincidence. I don't believe in curses. Alisson now puts the boot through what launches the clearance long. Leicester wide right. It'll be a Leicester City corner now. Shot was blocked and it goes behind Leicester City corner. 9 minutes on the clock. Tibble said I blamed the fog. Oh, a bit of a ricochet. Edge of the box. Goes wide and high. High and wide, excuse me. Goal kick. Look, plenty of time left in this. It just gets frustrating when we concede such stupidly simple goals. Gomez. Trent. Back central to Virgil. Gomez tries to play it to Jones, who takes... Well, to be fair to Jones, it was a bit behind him. And that ends up going out for a Leicester City throw-in. Ball headed back forward. Gomez gets there again. Ball breaks to Darwin, who plays the ball straight to a Leicester City player. Come on, boys. Well in. Well in. Come on, get back. Get up. Get up, you diving clown. McAllister. To Gakpo. To Robbo. Again, terrible ball from him. Gravenberch. Come on, boys. There you go. Better. Ronaldinho Goat said, Robbo single-handedly costing us every game. Look, he was semi at fault for the goal, yes. But also how open we were on the right-hand side was a joke. How much space they had. But yes, he shouldn't have been as tight and certainly should have got not being turned inside out by IU. Darwin there with a glancing header that he can't steer goalwards, and it goes behind for a Leicester goal kick. Look, the goal has happened. We need to just get past it, figure it out, and go and win the game now. But I do agree on Robbo. He's always seems to be at the scene of the crime recently. He's about the fairest I can be. Gravenberch. Centre of the pitch. Back to Virgil. Is this allowed to play in fog? Of course. The fog's not that bad. The camera makes it look worse. There was an overhead camera view of one of the corners a minute ago, and it was far clearer. So don't let the fog fool you. It's fine. It's no excuse either way. Jahan Beer said, big up Craig, as a United fan I just laugh now. Well, at least you can find some humour in the moments, mate. I appreciate that from you. And thank you, mate, for being a member as well. Robbie and Sean Game said, hey Craig, back. How's it gone from Louth? We should have went 1-0 up, Robbie, and Jones missed a fairly straightforward chance. And then we switch off and Leicester go up the other end and score a goal that was very defendable and avoidable from our perspective. So not the greatest of starts, but you know, a long way left in the game. Gakpo now, left side, cuts back in, tries a cross, it's blocked by Leicester City. Gomez to Trent. Trent fires in a lovely ball, and the ball's put behind by Justin. It'll be a Liverpool corner. Liverpool corner on the far side. Do you think the curse is doing its job? Anybody who buys into that Salah curse thing needs their head examined. It is... I refuse to acknowledge that any sensible human being believes in that kind of nonsense, to be honest with you. So I don't even know why you're acknowledging it or giving it the time of day. It's stupid. Right, Trent, come on. Decent delivery. Flicked on. Another corner. So, it was played in by Trent to the near post. Darwin flicked it. Came off a Leicester player and went behind for another corner. Forgot I had auto-subscribe on, at least for you. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate your support of the channel, and you've been with us for 10 months. Right, another corner. This time doesn't get past the first one at the near post from Trent, and it's cleared away. McAllister. For those people saying, where's the ball, I can't see it and that, I don't know what you're looking at, because I'm only watching it on a 32-inch TV and I can see everything, including the ball. Good challenge. Leicester have it back though. Right hand side. Close. That's it, Maka. Well in. Well in. Maka wins a free kick. How was my Christmas? It was good, thank you, Joe. I hope yours was as well, mate. Right, Robbo. Cross in. Again. We're trying a lot of crosses in this game early, by the way. Another one in. Comes to nothing. Drops to Salah, who skies it. And it's actually a free out to Leicester. I don't know why this tactic is there, but we've tried, must be 7 or 8 crosses from wide areas so far in this game. And we haven't had much joy from them. So I think we need to start looking to keep it on the deck maybe and playing it a little bit more sensibly than hitting hope. Right, so it's a free kick to Leicester anyway. Free out. I think it was a foul on Vestergaard. Robbo, the Virgil, Gomez, bit of space ahead of him. Mohammed, thank you, sir, for your super chat. Said we're definitely our own worst enemies. Been like that for the past few games. Yeah, you're right. Defensively, mate, we need to give our head a wobble because we've been giving up some very soft goals. Gakpo, cross in from Robbo. Cleared by Leicester. Again, ball back. Leicester won it back edge of their own box. But ref brings it back for another free kick to Leicester City. I failed to see how that's a free kick, by the way. Honestly, I don't know how that's a free kick. And on what planet that's a free kick, but... Well done, Ali. Comes out edge of his box, claims it. Leicester try a long ball over the top. Too much on it, and Ali comes out edge of his box, claims it. Tony Miller said, as a Liverpool fan, I really don't rate Jones. So, he can be hit and miss. Some days you look at him, you just think, wow, brilliant. And other days, frustration. Salah now. Ball pulled back to Jones. McAllister to Trent. Here comes the cross again. Another cross. Hoped. It's so many crosses. Just play it on the deck. I don't understand this insistence on just crossing it every 2 seconds. Every time we get near the 18-yard box. Cross, 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 cross. How about keeping it on the deck and playing a little 1-2 and trying to figure a way through? Well in. Well in, Darwin. Oh, now we give it away again. Leicester on the counter now. Again, it's down Trent's side, but he's coming back. Ooh, unlucky for Leicester. Lucky for us. Right, Gravenberch now. So Darwin did great work there a minute ago. Wins the ball for us and then gives it away straight away with a stupid pass. Salah. Tucks inside. I don't know what that was from Salah. It ends up being somewhat of a shot, but I don't know what he was trying to do. Charlie said, we're crossing it far too much. I hate it. So do I, because we've had no joy with it. None so far in this game. Still got loads of time. Like, I wouldn't be panicking or anything like that. But we just need to be a bit more composed. Robbo. Gomez. Robbo. Gravenberch. Darwin. Jones. Or Gomez, excuse me. Out to Salah. Who just runs straight into two Leicester City players and gives the ball away. Gravenberch to Darwin. Who just gets a shot blocked again. Oh, Cody unlucky. Unlucky. Virgil plays the ball over the top. Cody Gakpo, I think it was Virgil anyway. Who was it? No, it was Robbo. Apologies, it was Robbo. So Robbo plays the ball. He's offside. He would have been offside. It's a great ball from Andy Robertson. Gakpo tries to bring it down and control it as he's running. He would have been offside though. Well, they in Joe Gomez. Now, do something with the ball. Well done, Joe Gomez. Good play. Salah now. To McAllister. To Robbo. Out to Gakpo. Cuts inside. Shoots high and wide. Goal kick. Gary said, Trent needs to be told to hold back more. Yeah, it feels like his space is being attacked every time we turn over possession, Gary. The goal as well came down through that side. Press, come on. Oh! Salah hits a shot, ricochets off a defender's foot, loops up into the air and drops on the top of the net. Unlucky. Shot hit, as I said, ricochets off Vestergaard, and thankfully for a Leicester perspective, it drops just on top of the net. And now Liverpool have a corner again. That's another horrific corner, Trent. For fuck's sake. Oh! Trent whips the second ball in, and it's headed by Robbo. Comes back off the post, hits the keeper's hand, and goes behind for a corner. It wasn't a save. It hit the post, mate, and then it bounced back off his arm. I wouldn't class that as a save. But yeah, close. Trent's deliveries have been shocking, by the way, so far. 2 corners that haven't beat the first man. so close from Robbo. Right. Goal kick to Leicester. Darwin seems to be just running around like a headless chicken, by the way. Gravenberch. Gomez. Trent. Out to Salah. Back to Trent. Oh, another cross. Takes a flick off a Leicester head and goes out wide right. Gakpo still has it. Gomez to Trent. Salah back to Trent. Goes for a left foot across this time. Headed away again by the Leicester City defence. Gravenberch. Leicester player's down holding his face. I don't know why. We'll see the replay, I'm sure. So the game gets stopped for that. The game gets stopped for that. Why did the game get stopped? It wasn't a head injury. Why is he stopping it? That's bullshit. Referee stops it for an injury on his foot when play was nowhere near him. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Still strolling off the pitch, half a mile an hour here. He'll be sprinting in 2 seconds, watch. Gomez, cross in. Goes through to Gakpo on the far side. Robbo, McAllister, Gravenberch, Gomez, Jones. Takes too long out of it, dicks around and puts a pathetic shot in with his left foot again. Lads, Jones is an absolute liability. Robbo, back to Virgil. Jones. Trent here. Cross number 800. All the way through on the far side. Robbo. Gakpo, another one fired aimlessly across, back off a Leicester City player. Gravenberch. Again, it's just... There's no composure so far in the final third. It's all just too panicky. We need to just calm. Gravenberch. Robbo. Back to Virgil. McAllister. Salah. It's just, again, all too slow. Come on, boys. One touch and go. Pass and move it. Gravenberch, Jones, Gomez, back out again to Virgil, Still, Liverpool passing it around side to side. Salah puts in another fucking aimless cross. How many pointless crosses are we going to just throw in? Stephen said, unless Nunes scores, I'm afraid his time is up. He's pretty much just running around there like a headless chicken at the minute, Stephen. Ball played in here to Salah, who gets a connection on it, but ball goes through on the far side, and it'll be another Liverpool corner. This better be a better delivery. No more of this swinging it into the 6-yard box, not beating the first man nonsense, Trent. A little bit deeper here. Aim it towards verge edge of the 6-yard box or something. These early corners have been shocking. Another one! Another damn corner where Trent hasn't beaten the first man. That's 3 of them. That is 3 of them now that he hasn't beaten the first man. McAllister. Gomez. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Passes it straight to a Leicester City player. Now Leicester on the counter. Well done, Joe. Wins it back. Jones to Salah. Back to Jones, who takes 58,000 touches and then overhits it to Trent. My wife fell and cracked a rib on a piece of concrete and got up faster than Daka. Perspective, let's go Reds. Appreciate you, Bumba Dog. Hope your wife's okay, by the way. Dink said, I grew up with number 9s being world class. Noodles is awful. Sorry, not sorry. He's just running around like a headless chicken today anyway. Alex said, Nunes being so poor never looks like scoring. I agree on that one, especially when we're playing balls into the box and he's not even there fighting for the headers properly. Gravenberch, back out to Salah. Trent, here comes cross number 8,000. Robbo side foots it back in, and then ball goes out for Liverpool corner, which just save time here, just give them a goal kick. Save Trent kicking it to the near post again and Leicester heading it away. Another Liverpool corner, and this is Trent's 4th attempt now on that side, and I swear to God he better not hit the first man again. Trent's head has been turned, sub and play the under 21s like Shanks would have done, said Curtis LFC. Mate, it's Jones I'm most frustrated with here, and Trent actually. There's another one, and guess what fucking happened? Guess what happened? They cleared at the near post again. He's a fucking... Don't tell me to calm down, Ram, by the way. That is awful. 4 corners, and every one of them hits the first man. Ballon d'Or me arse. McAllister with a cross in. Be another Liverpool corner. Chance number 5 here for Trent to learn how to kick the ball past the edge of the 6-yard box. McAllister. No, don't shoot. Just take 2 touches and then let everybody come out and close you down. That's the way forward. Gakpo and Jones off at half-time. They're useless to Tony Miller. Thank you for your super chat, Tony. Cross in. Gomez header. Headed away. Oh, now Gomez goes into the book for grey-haired gimpy ref. Let me have a look at this. Does he even touch him? Let's have a look. What? Did he even touch him there? I can't see, but either way, Gomez gets a yellow. There's nothing wrong with the fog, mate. The game's absolutely fine to go ahead in that. Nothing wrong with the fog. The only thing that's wrong is the brain fog that didn't lift from our defence. Right. Ali has it now. Robbo to Gomez. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. Grafenberg. Robertson. Everything's just been played right in front of that Leicester City team. Everything. Just no fucking movement. Just everything in front of them until then we fire in 8,000 crosses. Goal kick. I'm going to have an actual breakdown if we don't stop these stupid crosses. Fuck. Has anybody got the actual number of crosses we've made so far? Because I'm going to lose my mind looking at it. It's like, well, I can't be arsed to try and figure a way through. Let's take the lazy route and pump a pointless cross in. Again, over and over and over. Didn't work the first 26 times, so let's do it again. 28 now. 28 crosses. 28 fucking crosses. For what? For what? Right, go on, Robbo, on the gallop, go on. There's nobody with him. Robbo, you're supposed to keep the ball! Robbo was jogging along with the ball, and he's too busy looking to see where the players are, and he forgets the ball, and your man from Leicester just walks off with it. There's cross number 29. That gets cleared away. Fuck me. No, doesn't seem like it, Mohammed. Not yet, mate. There's cross number 30. And guess what? Cleared away. 30 crosses. And not fucking one of them to a Liverpool player. Cross number 31. Leicester City on the end of that as well. Oh, but Darwin managed to fall over though, so there is that. 31 crosses, and we haven't got a shot out of any of them. Craig's overreacting. Yeah, I should be fucking happy we're 1-0 down and pointing pointless crosses into the box. Right, you're right, mate. It's on me. I'm just overreacting here. I should be happy we're 1-0 down and doing the same thing over and over again. You're right. Silly me. Silly me. I should be delighted at what I'm looking at. Oh, look, there he goes. Fucking Trent McBallon there. Skies one over the cop. But it's brilliant. Well done, Trent. Well done. Come on, the boys. Cross number 33. That'll be the one. That'll be the one. Do it again. Do it again. Cross 33. That's the one. Right, get back. Get back! I mean, one positive update is the fog's looking a bit better. This fog situation looks to have lifted a little bit. Two and a half minutes plus stoppage time left in the first half. It's Liverpool, no goals, 32 crosses to Leicester City's 1 shot on a goal. I know, Silver, but I'm supposed to be happy about it, apparently. Heaven forbid I get angry at 32 crosses, none of them reaching our players. 5 corners getting cleared at the near post, but I'm supposed to be happy about that. You're right, though. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Especially when it's been nowhere near. It's not like we're putting in crosses and having chance after chance. One of them accidentally Robbo got on to the end of and hit the post. Apart from that, there's been nothing from the crosses. We do have a free kick here, so guess what? Chance for another cross. This will be the one, though. This will be the one. No creativity, said Josh. We're just hitting and hoping. Right, here we go. Robbo. Ah, yeah. Straight out for a goal kick. Well done, Andy. That's it. Lulled him into a false sense of security, Robbo, by overhitting a free kick straight out for a goal kick. Smart. Trent might have some competition there for the Ballon d'Or. Robbo could be pushing him close. $33. Matthew, mate, it's on Premier Sport in Ireland, Matthew, if you're looking to watch it, bro. It's on Premier Sport. Right, we have an attack on here. Darwin has the ball. He's running. He's managed to find a Leicester City player, though. Well done. Salah. Oh, shit, the bar! Oh! Salah curls one and eclipses the bar. Unlucky, Mo. Unlucky. An inch or two lower and that goes in. What's happened to our playing style in the bin? We're just panicking and throwing in crosses that are aimless and nowhere. 2 minutes added on. 2 minutes added on, by the way. Daka was down for that on his own. 2 minutes the refs added on. Yay, 2 minutes. That's brilliant. Jota and Dom for Jones and Darwin, please, said Charlie. Well, hopefully, let's see if we can pinch it late here. Be lovely to just grab an equalizer. Go on, boys. Gakpo. Yes! Fucking yes! Cody Gakpo curls it in. 1-1. There we go. Yes, Cody. 1-1. Whoop, whoop. Cody Gakpo cuts it onto his right foot and curls an absolute beauty. I swear on my life, I did not know that was coming before I spoke. I swear to good God, I did not know that was coming. That was a fluke. From me, it wasn't from Cody. It was genius from Cody. What a strike. Gakpo. Look at that. Did anyone see the steward lying on the ground going? Did you see it? Watch him. Rewind it back if you didn't see it. Right on half-time as well. That is the answer. Well in, boys. Well in, Cody. Darwin now. To Salah. Salah puts in a cross. It's flicked on. Leicester going to clear it here deep inside their own half. What a strike, by the way. I mean... no, you can't be given a penalty for that. You can't get a penalty for that handball, lads. Let's be honest about it. You can't be given a penalty for that. Right, the ref's blown up for half-time. At half-time, it's Liverpool 1, Leicester City 1. Charlie said, where are the supporters who were calling for Gakpo to be subbed? Sit down. Blizzard 97 said, what a player Cody has become. Love it. Do you know what, Blizzard? I love that Cody is almost having his own trademark goal now. And that cutting it onto the right foot and just curling one in. Mo was really unlucky on the opposite side a couple of minutes before that. He got the ball onto his left foot, but he hit the crossbar. Gakpo has it a moment later and buries it. So, whew, we can breathe a bit easier there. But second half, it needs to be better. We need to be a bit more cute. Is that the right word? And stop these absolutely aimless crosses that we've been pumping in. JJR, how are you, bro? Said, I hope you're enjoying the festivities. I'm 24 and Liverpool fan since I was 7. Much to my surprise, my brother got tickets to the FA Cup Accrington game. That is awesome. I hope you both enjoy it, mate. And that's a game I don't think I'll be able to cover, by the way, on the channel. I have something in the books for that day that I don't think I'll be able to weasel out of, but that's awesome, mate. I'm delighted for you and your bro. Enjoy it. I'm so happy we got that game against Accrington as well. Obviously, it should be a straightforward game, but most importantly, it's a great tie for Accrington. Woo! Right. Silver said, Gakpo have my kids. I think his missus might have something to say about that one. So, let's talk about the first half. No doubt we're dominating territory. No doubt we're dominating possession. But we need to be a bit calmer, a bit more composed. And we need to be a bit less panicky and just throw crosses in. I've lost track. I know we were at 33 or something at one point. In one half of football, we need to be more clever than that. We need to find different patterns to get through. And I hope, and I'm sure Arne does, have examples in there for half-time that he'll be figuring this out. Right, let's have a look at some of the stats from the first half. Possession-wise, as I mentioned, 73% to Liverpool, 27 to Leicester. Total shots, 10 for Liverpool, but only 2 on target. Leicester, 4 shots, 1 on target. Dangerous attacks, 57 for Liverpool in that first half, 7 for Leicester. Corners, 8 for Liverpool, 1 for Leicester. Total passes, Liverpool with 337 in the first half to Leicester's 132. Passing accuracy percentage, Liverpool 88%, Leicester City at 66%, and then tackles 8 for Liverpool, 4 for Leicester. Robbie and Sen Games, mate, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. So, right, folks, what are we thinking? Give me your thoughts on what we do in the second half here. That's Cody Gakpo's 10th goal this season, by the way, for Liverpool as well. Thank you, Mark, for sending that on to me. Nunes needs to wake up. Nunes off, Jota on, said Paul Hegarty. Escape Ada was the one who said Nunes needs to wake up. Nunes off, Jota on, said Philly Roach. Soboslai in, Jones out, said Dave. I think a lot of people on the same mindset. Look, I don't want to be toxic to Darwin, so I'm going to say this in a very fair way. Darwin Núñez is playing exactly how you would expect Darwin Núñez to have played this season. In that he's running around a lot, but not really having much impact on the game. And whatever the reason is that Arne decided today to go with him, whether it's to, be a bit more careful with the Ogo, whatever it is, it isn't working. So we need to change this around in attack. We need the cuteness of a Jota or a Diaz in there. We need somebody who can make a difference, who won't panic. Because what we've done in that first half, a lot of the time, is take too many touches, be playing in front of Leicester City the entire time, and then getting frustrated and just pumping in cross after cross. And I know that with the Trent corner routines, the idea is to get a flick to the near post. But it hasn't worked, and he's had 5 of them in that first half. A couple of super chats to get through. Sam Wilbridge said, reminds me of Berger when with that left peg. Yes. I completely remember where I completely know where you're coming from on that one. Sorry. This one, get in, said Football Edits. Come on, you boys in green. What have we got? Constantine said, do you reckon Liverpool will go on to win the game? Yeah, I'd hope so. It's football. You can never tell what's going to happen. But I would certainly, if I had to put a bet on, I'd say yes, I would bet us to go on and win this game. But again, you never know with the way we've been defending if we give up an easy chance or anything. And, this game will either be a 3 or 4-1 romping or a 2-2 frustration. I think one or the other. Hippo Critics said Darwin doesn't provide anything. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't. He just runs around. Thank you, BJDM. Appreciate you. Look, I've been frustrated in that first half quite a bit, to be honest with you, mate. And I don't like myself when I get that frustrated. But it's impossible for me not to when I just see us doing the same things over and over and over and over and over and over again, and we weren't getting any joy with them. It takes a moment of individual brilliance to get us back into that game, which was a wonderful strike from Cody Gakpo, who deserves all the praise he's going to get for that. Would I try Chiesa for Núñez? I'd rather Jota, to be honest with you. I think Jota is a bit more cunning in and around the box. Robbie and Sen Games, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Trent's corners have been awful, said Wolf Angel. Darwin is more suited to counter-attacking football. I think that's a good shout, mate. I think that is a good shout. And this was never really going to be one of those games, was it, of counter-attacking football. But I totally do get where you're coming from. He's great at just that absolute powerful running in behind. Will said Slot will make the right changes. It's all good. I hope so, mate, and I think you're probably right. And thank you, mate, for being a member with us as well for 2 months. Whitehammer, how are you? Said our tactic is giving Leicester defenders concussions. Maybe, mate. Maybe we'll pound them into submission. Yeah, I thank you for a bit of humour, by the way. I needed it. VI Joker said Slot will know deep down Núñez not good enough. Of course. Look, I can understand why he started Darwin. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. If he's wanting to keep Jota fresh, maybe he thought this would be an easier game. West Ham away coming up in 3 days, but it's the Premier League. You've got to go out and win the games comfortably, and then we'll make the changes. That's the way I'd rather see us do it. Mohammed, thank you, mate. Said, watching the replay of the Leicester goal, if Van Dijk didn't get a touch on that, Alisson would have saved it. I'd rather he had got a whole block on it, but for me, I thought Robbo was just too tight on him and didn't give himself room. And once Ayew turned and Robbo had gone in the other direction, yeah, it was just, I think he overcommitted. And also, I would have questions about why we left that much space on the right-hand side initially. But it's just not good enough defensively. It's just another game now where we're conceding silly goals. I thought Carroll and Benteke were bad. I think Andy Carroll was a lot worse than Christian Benteke, to be fair. Mervyn said, your thoughts on the ref? Naive is probably the word I would use about the ref in that first half. Naive. Stopping the game for that Patson Daka injury was nothing short of a joke. We're in possession deep inside Leicester half. It's not a head injury, and he stops the game. It's just ridiculous. Jason Morris, I absolutely agree with you on this, mate. 100%. Jason said, we need Harvey Elliott for tight plays. Spot on. Totally agree with you on that one, Jason. This game would be far more suited to an Elliott than a Jones. So maybe Arne makes that change, but good shout, Jace, good shout. To be fair, if we sell Núñez, the only option will be Jota, so I believe a striker is alright for depth for the other half of the season. Well, look, if we were to move Darwin on, mate, surely we'd have to bring in another striker, and I don't envision the striker being sorted in January. I think the common sense answer is end of the season, when you have a little bit more time maybe to look at it, and the markets are always a bit more difficult in January. Andy LFC Cali said, I'd give everybody 15 minutes to get their act together. That's a lot of the time managers do that, mate. You're right. And they'll say, go out there, give them 10, 15, show that you're turning it round. And if you don't, you make the changes. So, yeah, I would imagine that's probably what we'll see. Aaron said, Szoboszlai for Jones and Jota for Núñez. Watching the game live for a change. Second half, let's do this, Liverpool, said Joe James. Left back is a priority, said Ibrahim Diallo. 2 minutes extra time with all their wasting tactics. That I agree with. The loud hands. Absolutely. There should have been way more than 2 minutes added on for me. But look, I'm delighted we grabbed the goal before half time, because it certainly makes the second half a lot more straightforward now. You know, it's find a winner at this point. If we don't do anything stupid at the back, you know, so it's about keeping the ball here. No cheap possession, no intercepted passes, nothing like that. Just back yourself to pick the lock, find a way through, and give up nothing simple. Give up nothing easy defensively. Santino, same to you, bro. Merry Christmas to you as well and your family, mate. Always lovely to see you in. Right, really quickly, just as a quick reminder, we are being brought to you with thanks to our friends at Manscaped. So why not treat yourself to the Chairman Pro package and get 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. You can either get that, the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, or anything else at manscaped.com with our unique discount code Anfield20. Use it at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. Do you feel Ryan has gone down a bit? Yes, but I want to caveat the answer, because he's been playing too much. You know, I find it funny that we sit here and call out Arteta for overplaying Saka, and we're doing the very same thing to Ryan Gravenberch, only so far we've got away with it. So to hear James Pearce or anybody else come out and say that Liverpool are unsure if we're going to try to get this midfielder in January or not, and we'll wait and see what happens, it drives me demented, because the reason we're not seeing Ryan at his own brilliant best is fatigue. And it will only get worse as the season goes on. So we should have another option to rotate and give him a breather. Yeah. So I agree that maybe he's dropped off a bit, but I think it's understandable why he has. I don't think it's just because his form is down or he's not trying. I think he's human and he's been worked very hard. Now, again, no one's saying Ryan's having a stinker or anything out there. The question was, do you think he's dropped off a bit? Maybe you say no, and that's sound. For me, small bit, but it's an understandable drop off. Nick said, don't get the patting on the head for Nunes' effort. That should be the standard for every player. Just my honest opinion. Nick, the kindest I can be to him in that one was he's just running around like a headless chicken. He's not doing anything helpful out there for me. So, you know, sub him is what I'd say. Ryan has been overplayed, still a young player. I know, this is it, Jimmy. This is why it's so important for us to get that midfielder. Because we don't want to see what happens to, or something happened to Ryan that had just happened to Saka. Hamstring go because he's been played too much. He needs a bit of a breather. Is the background real? No, mate, it isn't. It's a green screen. Ryan isn't overplayed. He is. Mate, he is. You're entitled to your opinion. 100%. No problem in you having an opinion. But he is. He is being overplayed because we've got no option. Rafa said, quick goal and it's over. Love to you all. So, doesn't look like we're about to make a change. Ryan played brilliantly against Tottenham. Now he's overplayed. Are you actually this stupid? Like, genuine question, mate. How is him playing well against Spurs got anything to do with an injury might be coming down the line? Like, are you trying to just wind me up? Like, no one's saying he hasn't played well in the past, mate. We're saying that he's walking a tightrope and getting injured. Surely you can understand that. Anyway, we're underway with the second half. And Neville said, Craig, I can't stand Michael Owen. I hate him and FSG. Lack of investment in January will hurt us bad. Well, we have to wait and see what January brings first. You know, hopefully we do get that bit of backing in the market in January. But look, let's wait and see. So, Leicester City, getting on with this free kick quickly. Andy, I'll get to that super chat in 1 second, bro. Gakpo now. Good ball. Out to Salah, wide right. Right, boys, come on. Salah plays it in deep towards Darwin. Heads it in. Hit it. Keep it in, Robbo. Cross deep. Headed away by Leicester. And Grafenberg hooks it back in, but it's too close to the keeper. Andy, LFC Cali said, maybe bring Harvey and Dom on for Ryan and Curtis. Love this channel. You're the go, Craig. Oh, thank you so much, Andy. I'd love Elliot to come on, mate. I think that's a great show. Jace mentioned it earlier on as well. Right, Gakpo. Fog looks like it's cleared a bit, or in patches of the pitch anyway. Visibility looks a little bit better. Yeah, Nessie Chiesa is on the bench, my friend. I'll sync up at 47 minutes, by the way. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. Gakpo pulls one back to Darwin, and his shot just goes nowhere near the goal. He says it took a deflection, but they point for a goal kick anyway. Right, we're about to get to 47 minutes, so 2 seconds. We are at 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Corner to Liverpool here. Maka going to try it this time by the looks of it. Virgil seemed unhappy about something there. He was calling to Maka for something, but Maka's going to try this corner. Right, come on, Maka. See? Better. Better. Strike, ricochet, another corner. See, that is what Trent should have been doing. Fair enough if the keeper comes and gets 2 hands on it, but put it in there and give the lads a chance to fight for it. Better delivery, that. John Williams said, do you think another player should take the corners given the fact that Trent can't get the ball? Yeah, I think Maka should take them. And it was a better corner. Right, Robbo now. This time on the far side. Again, better ball. Nothing wrong with them getting cleared inside the 6-yard box, but at least get them in there and give lads a chance to fight for them. So 2 better corners there from the 2 boys. Bit more depth on them. Salah now. Jones. McAllister to Salah. Salah puts in a cross to Darwin. Salah. Maka fires it in. Goal. Goal. Jones. 2-1. Whoop whoop. 2-1. Curtis Jones. Now, hopefully there's no offside because there was a couple of close ones in the build-up. But Curtis Jones gets it. Oh, and by the way, you're all welcome. You're all bleeding welcome. My genius shouldn't be questioned. Ever. What did I say to do? Come on now. What did I say to do? Get it to the byline, pull it back, pass your way in and around, and look what we do. A little few passes, a bit of movement, and there we go. Goal. You're welcome. Look at that. Little bit of calmness. Little bit of composure. Psh, psh, psh. Goal. You know, don't be telling me to calm down at all. Craig knows his football. We're waiting for an offside decision. Oh, here comes VAR to ruin the day. Watch. What the fuck are they looking at? There's not possible offside here, so there'll be 15 minutes of VAR now. This will end up being offside for Mo. Watch. There's a VAR check for Salah on the far side. I think he might just be off, you know. He's on. He's on. He's on. He's onside. Now it's the next one. He's onside there as well. So they've looked at 2 possible offside decisions and they're onside on both of them. This has taken so fucking long. He's onside there. He's onside there. I mean, lads, you've tried to find offsides here and you haven't found it. Now fuck off and give the goal. Goal given. 2-1. Goal stands. I don't want to criticise him, but Gakpo seems out of position on the wing. Not that he's not playing good, but he seems out of pace. Goal given eventually. Oh God, they tried to find every which way to fake that offside. But eventually, where's the Jones? Hey, He's still shit. Like, mate, I'd have scored that. It was a tap-in from 2 yards. You don't get to knock away all the other crap stuff because you scored a tap-in. The absolute state of some of this. And some of you guys wanted Jones off his class. He's not class. He's not at all class. The class there came from the little ball from Maka pulling it back and a tap-in that me ma would have scored. For the love of God. Now, you know what? We've got to get something right here. Don't be blaming it on the referees. Don't be blaming it on the fog. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Whoop whoop. Lucky 13. I turned around, we're up again. I agree. They've checked every... Oh, sorry. Somebody made a comment there that I wanted to just get back to. Sorry. The goal review was a joke. Yeah, they're taking too long. That VAR review took way too long. The first one on Salah, absolutely. I understand I'm checking that one. But after that, it just took too long. Why can't they have one ref or one VAR official looking at the first one, let's say, with Salah, and then have another VAR official, the assistant VAR, looking at the second and third part of it? So if the first part lines up, then they already have an answer to the second part. It just took way, way too long. But again, you know, how did that goal come about? A little bit of passing and not pumping in just random hopeful crosses. And we got our justice. We got our way through. A little more creativity, a bit more guile. And it worked. So delighted. Look, delighted. So, 10 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool 2, Leicester City 1. Another Leicester City player there now holding the back of his head. I don't know if Justin got a bang there or something. I mean, it's a bit snidey that. It was a bit snidey that from Gakpo. I'm not going to lie, it was. But I also respect it. So basically, it's Craig 2, Leicester 1, and you're all welcome. Jones has been class ever since he became a dad. Yeah, but no one's talking about every other game. This is what I think you're getting confused about. We've all given Jones all the credit that he's deserved since he's become a dad, like you've said. But that doesn't mean you don't get to say someone is having a stinker in a game today when he is having a stinker. It doesn't mean that we throw him in the bin and move on. Everybody has off days. And that's my point. So I'm not trying to say that one bad performance from Jones negates all the other good stuff. But now we're in the here and now. And we need to make sure we win the game. So if someone's not playing well, I think it's fair enough to say they're not playing well. Verissa, you are a fucking moron. Does that make it easy? Craig, you don't know ball. Curtis been good this season. The fuck did I say he hasn't been? You little arsehole. Did I say he hasn't been great this season? I said he's not having a good game. And I don't know football, mate. I've forgotten more about football than you'll know. Trust me. I've played the game at a high level. I live and breathe the game. I know it inside out. And Jones has been gashed today. And I'm sorry if you think differently, but he has. Go back to the first half and I can show you many instances of it. But I've never once said that he's crap overall. You're just inventing that shit to have a dig at me. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, it's like some people are just afraid to say that someone's been bad. Someone's like, people's allowed to have an opinion. Did I say they weren't? They're having me saying, Jones has been good this season, so how dare you say he's played poor today? It's irrelevant. We're talking about the here and now. And if he plays great next week, I'll say, well done, Jonesy, you're playing great next week. It's weird. It's just weird. Oh, and by the way, Copites of Anfield, I hope you enjoyed your little dig there at me, because that's the end of all your shout-outs and begging for subs that you've been asking me for. People are allowed to have an opinion. They are, and so am I. And I'm allowed to tell them their opinion of me is full of shit. Simple. I'm not into the people that are having to go at me, by the way. Not the ones that are having to go at Curtis Jones. The people that are having to go at me. And I'm saying, I never said he hasn't been good all season. They're giving out to me for stuff I haven't said. Excuse me. Right, corner. Maka to take it. Fog defo looks like it's cleared a bit. Goes back into the box to Curtis Jones. Back to Maka. Cross in. Better cross again. I tell you what. Maka has been putting in far better deliveries. So they're the type of crosses that have been giving us a chance to fight for it in there. Way better delivery on them. So, yeah. Well done. Did I watch The Snapper last night? No, I didn't know it was on, Wayne. Amazing. Amazing film. One of the best Irish films ever. Sorry, let me bring this one up. I'm alright, my man. I'm alright, and the lads have been a lot better since the second half started. We're looking at a lot more tuned in, zoned in the second half so far. For what? Look, there it is again. Ball into the channel where Trent vacates. And Leicester nearly have an equalizer. See, we give the ball away in the Leicester City half. Trent's side is open. Leicester attack that side. And only for a swing and a miss from Patson Daka, that could have been 2-0 from a very, 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 very obvious situation that I said to many times. Just keep the ball. No stupid mistakes in possession in the opposition half, because they are attacking that side over and over again, and thankfully that time Daka made a mess of it. Right, Gomez in possession to Virgil. Back out to Trent. Am I going to watch Squid Game? No, mate. I don't watch anything like that that's dubbed or anything. I struggle to watch them. Robbo. I mean 2-2, not 2-0. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, I misspoke. Sorry. Happy to be called out for stuff like that, by the way. Yeah, I misspoke. I meant it could have very easily been 2-2. Sorry. By the way, if you are new in and you're enjoying all the arguments that we're all having, do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream as well, and thank you all for coming in. Look, heat of the battle and all that, stuff gets said, anger comes out, but, you know, we all love each other dearly underneath it all, so back to smiling and hoping we can see this one out. Well done, Joe Gomez. Right, so now that we're ahead, and life looking a little bit rosier, what changes do we think that Arne should be looking to make here? I mean, you could definitely make an argument here for getting Endo on to give a bit of a rest to Gravenberch. I would also get either Maka or Jones off, and I'd get Elliott on. I'd probably rest up Dom, to be honest. I don't think we'd need Dom at this point. I'd leave him for the West Ham game, personally. Darwin. Oh, unlucky. You can see the frustration in him. That time there was a nice ball slipped into Darwin. He's quite wide right. Salah plays it into him. Oof. And he hits it. And it is on target, but the keeper makes a save. So better that from Darwin. Another corner here. Robert to take it. Ooh, keeper gets a hand on it. Again, better though. At least it's right in there, in deep in the 6-yard box. Trent, cross in. Oh, unlucky. Gakpo gets a header. Keeper makes a save on it. Better. See, the crossing, as much as I still don't want to see too much of it, better crossing in the second half. At least it's going in centre of the 6-yard box and giving the lads a chance to fight for it. Right, 27 to go. Still would like the insurance policy of a third goal here. Exactly like Joe James said, yeah, we need the third to feel a bit at ease. Wendy, I've had a lovely Christmas, thank you, my friend. I hope you and your family have as well. Always lovely to see you in the chat. And yeah, much love to you and your family. Right, double change for Leicester. Can you give my dad, Thaddy Bransfield, a shout out? Absolutely, Thaddy. How are you, my man? Hope you had a lovely Christmas with the family. Apologise for my anger today, but you know, heat of the battle and all that. But Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for supporting the right club for a start. If you are a Liverpool supporter, if you're not, Merry Christmas to you anyway. Lorcan said, is Joe Gomez our new James Milner? No, I wouldn't say, not quite. But we do love Joe Gomez. Offside flag up here against Leicester City. Free kick to Liverpool. Adam said, do you think Slots Liverpool is up or is the EPL down? It's probably a bit of both, Adam. You know, certainly there has been some points dropped at the start of this season. You know, Manchester City is the obvious one. It's fairly easy to see what's going on there. But yeah, I would have expected a stronger Arsenal. I wouldn't have expected them to have dropped too many points. But, you know, probably a bit of both. I think that's the fairest answer. Oh, we're only 18 likes away from 2k, by the way. So thank you to everyone that has hit the like button so far. If you haven't, please do. And also, 300 subs to go to 289,000. So if you can hit that subscribe button, that would really help as well. And thank you to you all. Apologise when I'm like an antichrist, but heat of the battle, you know, it is what it is. I'll never change. I'll always be a lunatic when the game's on and things aren't going our way. I can't help it. It's just who I really am. Harry, thank you for gifting a membership, mate. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. Them crosses got me heated. Oh, they did, man. They did. Because it was just, you know, frustration. Frustration is the word I'd use. You see it happening over and over and over again. And, you know, I think getting that goal right before halftime massively helped, though. Robbo. Oh, lucky son. Decent ball. Keeper gets palms on it. Dave said, arguments feel like it's Christmas. Any cookie pie left? Oh, so nobody else is eating it, Dave. I've had 2 slices of it, bro, and nobody else is eating it. So I'm struggling on through here. And I still have a big sticky toffee pudding to go as well. So yeah, the family are going to have to step up. Salah. Fog has definitely improved, by the way. Way, way better. Do I like spice bags? I don't, David. No, I'm a bit of a coward when it comes to the old spice and stuff. So, my wife, my daughter love them, but no, wouldn't be one for me. Golazzo, offside flag's up. Gakpo thought he had the second, but the offside flag goes up. I think it's the right call. Hopefully they work through this one quicker, though. Shane Hills, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my friend. They're so slow at working through these offsides. I think it'll be Darwin that's probably off, to be honest. Yeah, but Darwin can't be offside in the first phase here. For the first phase, it's Salah they'll be looking at. Because Darwin didn't touch it in the first phase, or didn't go to play it. Second phase is when we need to look at Darwin, but what we're not seeing here, by the way, there we go. We need to see when the ball was played exactly. So Salah's on. First part, Salah's on. It's now a question of if Núñez was behind the ball or in front of the ball. He's in front of the ball. I think Darwin's gonna be off here, I think. It could be close though. I think Darwin's going to be off here after about 55 minutes of the lads trying to... Father Ted and Father Cavan are ref in the game. Shocking. Jesus Christ. We're still waiting on this one. Tibbles, thank you, mate, for gifting 10 memberships. Tibbles. Top man, thank you. Still waiting. This is ridiculous. And Darwin's off by this much. So yes, Darwin's offside. Shock horror. I don't care. I hope he has nothing but misery because he's a horrible fucker. Not Darwin. I was answering the super chat there. That VAR check was an absolute disgrace. And look, I'm not talking about the outcome of the check. Outcome's the outcome. If he's offside, he's offside. But how long that process took is a piss take. Why don't I like him? Because he's a scumbag. That's why. He's a lowlife. He's a wannabe bully. Oh, and he tried to he tried to sue us. I forgot about that part. Sorry. Yeah, he's an asshole and a coward. Shmungus said 20 minutes of extra time. VAR is a bunch of SH1T. Who's Craig talking about? There you go. There's your answer to who I was talking about. Not the guy that sent the super chat, by the way. Who from 1920 squad would you take? Mane, Bobby, Firmino. 100% Firmino, Jamie, would be the answer there. Imagine Bobby Firmino in the middle of this setup with Salah right or Diaz left or Gakpo left. That's the setup. So, we still need this insurance policy and we still need to find a third to give us a bit of breathing room. Am I streaming on New Year's Eve? I think so, yeah. I think the plan is to stream, mate. We usually do a stream on New Year's Eve. I got messy one year. I got blindly drunk. Right, ball out to Salah. To Ryan. Did Nunes touch the ball? Even if he played the ball, mate, it counts. So, I don't know if he actually touched it or not, but he did try to play the ball, which makes him active. So, yeah, that's why he became offside. Still no changes, by the way, from the gaffer. I think, you know, a change wouldn't go astray here. Oh, here comes Jota. Jota's coming off the bench, folks. Gakpo into Maka. Maka rolls it across to Trent. Trent out to Jones. Back to Trent. Double ricochet off him then, unfortunately, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Right, so Szoboszlai is kitted off and ready to come on. Diogo is kitted off and ready to come on. So we'll see a couple of changes here from the gaffer. Leicester City throw in on the near side. 15 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Again, welcome in to everyone that is with us. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Try and help us on our journey to 300k. We appreciate your support. Do you know, I was looking back over our results this season yesterday when I had a bit of spare time. And it's amazing how many we've won this season by the odd goal. You know, I'd like to see a few more hammerings thrown in, a few more clean sheets again, but there's been a lot of one-goal victories, which, of course, you'll take them. I don't think we ever had a booing sound on the watch-alongs, mate. I think you're asking me a question for... I don't remember it anyway. If it did happen, I don't remember it being on the channel. But I'll boo them for you if you want instead. Thoughts on United today? I only had the game on in the background, Caitlin, and look, when you go to a club that has a new manager like that, you're always expecting Wolves to be a little bit better, but when your captain, in your case Bruno, getting sent off for stupid 2 yellows, and then Onana, it was avoidable, is what I will say to you. It was avoidable, and I think Ruben Amorim's going to have to start stamping some authority and getting rid of some player power around that club, because you have to... That's not captaincy behaviour there from Fernandes. But yeah, look, was I surprised? No, that you lost. I wasn't, to be honest. Come on, boys. Considering last year we started a season dip and we're losing, I'm happy winning a bit less comfortably. Oh, look, totally, Marty. A win is a win, bro. I get that, totally. But it'd be nice to hammer a few teams 3 or 4, wouldn't it? But you are spot on, Marty. I will never complain about a win, mate. A win is a win is a win. Right, Curtis Jones coming off. Got his goal. As much as I think he didn't play well, he did get his goal. Well done, Jones, for that. So Jones coming off. to be replaced by Dominic Szoboszlai. And Darwin coming off to be replaced by Diogo. Hayes Tan, I don't remember, mate, but look, if you say it was there, it must have been there. I have a terrible memory for a lot of stuff, so but feel free to boo. You know, we'll all boo along. And we're talking about the VAR decisions here, by the way, not the players, in case anyone's wondering. So, look, that game for me is another one that'll go into the book of reasons why Darwin Núñez has to be sold in the summer. Oh, great ball. Great ball. Salah. Oh, unlucky. Toe pokes it straight at the keeper. Was that a McAllister ball through there? Because that was an amazing pass. I think Maka puts a slide rule pass in, I think. Is it? No, it's Trent. Slide rule ball into Salah. Salah then tries to take it early with his left foot, but it's straight at the keeper. But what a pass from Trent. Left-footed as well, I think. Maybe it wasn't left-footed. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but it was an incredible ball through. Certainly a lot better than the aimless crosses he was putting in the first half. Grafenberg. Trent. Trent is having a great game. I'm sorry, mate, that's nonsense. He's been caught out of position twice, minimum. Their goal starts because they had an acre of space down the left-hand side. Their left, Trent's right. Whilst I don't think it's Trent's fault entirely for the goal, he has not had a great game. That's just, to me, not true. He's had a much better second half. But the first half, he was very frustrating. The poorness of his crosses, which is not something we usually attribute to Trent. You know, usually Trent's on the money with his deliveries, but yeah, no, he hasn't had a great game today. But he is still always capable of a moment or a great ball through like that one to Salah. So Szoboszlai is now suspended for picking up a very stupid, pointless, needless yellow 2 minutes after coming onto the pitch. So Dom is suspended now. He'll be back for the United game, but he's suspended now for the West Ham game. The striking Viking said, Tiernan is our lucky charm, since birth undefeated. We love that, mate. We love that. And I hope the young man is doing well. And I hope you as a family had a lovely first Christmas together as well, mate. And yeah, I love that he's a good luck charm. Well in. Good challenge on Dom, that. Unlucky. 10 minutes to go. Get up. Get up. Book him for diving. Book that little gimp for diving. The little fraudulent clown that he is. And again! That's two of them. Book them! The lads are cheating. Diving on the ground looking for free kicks. That's 2 yellows the ref should be dishing out there. For these absolute low-life cheating assholes in a Leicester shirt. Throwing themselves to the ground. No yellows for any of them. Joke. I don't want to hear any of these VAR officials or anybody talking about simulation ever again. 2 Leicester City players should have been booked there for trying to cheat. Right, Maka. Oh. Cody. Good ball. Good ball out to Salah. Mo wide right. Oh, Molazzo! 3-1. Mohamed Salah passes the ball into the corner of the goal. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mohamed Salah makes it Liverpool 3, Leicester City 1. The great man strikes again. And he made it look so effortless. It was just class. Gets the ball and side foots it into the corner. Well done, Mo. Gakpo with a lovely ball to him as well. So well done, Cody, on that one. But it was still a lot for Mo to do. Look at this. Oh, so good. So good. Look at that. Passes it in. Uses the defender. Arcs it around Vestergaard. Or sorry, it wasn't Vestergaard. It was the other defender. My apologies. Passes it round him. Just perfect. That is world class. No notes, Mo. No notes, bro. Nailed it. And he has a little smile as well. That was just pure class. Pure class. Right, so Liverpool 3 up now with 7 to go. Do keep hitting that subscribe button. 250 subscribers to go to 289. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Salah, la, 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 the Egyptian king. And Endo's getting ready to come on as well. Had my hand on the -1.5 trigger, but wussied out, said Constantine. Yeah, I have 50 quid on a Trent assist, mate, and I'm coming up short as well, but I don't care as long as we win. Ballon d'Or, s'il vous plaît. I like it. I like it. Blizzard said, couldn't have placed it better with his hands. It was wonderful. It was so clever as well. Used the run of the defender, or used, the body of the defender and just passed it round. It was so clever. And for all you FPL players out there, by the way, Alexis McAllister, 2 assists today, and Cody Gakpo with a goal and an assist today. Football Factory said, to all the people talking about the Christmas curse after we went 1-0 down. Well, look, you can moan at me about a lot today, and I have given out about a lot, but I never bought into that curse, nor will I ever, because it's silliness. And I think that's what you're calling out, mate. Not me, but the silliness. Yes, it was. People just when we go behind or we lose, people always want some mad reason. It's my fault. It's the Christmas curse fault. But who cares now? We're winning. Life's great again. Oh, by the way, can we get back to this conversation now about Henry and Salah? Because now he's moving a little bit further away from Thierry Henry, as he's added another goal into the mix now. So if we're talking goals, assists, he's 4, I think, clear of Henry now. What's this one? That's the 100th home goal for Mohamed Salah as well, by the way. Did I miss them substitutions? Thierry who? Exactly. He's just a Poundland Salah. That's all Henry is. Milo said, I always knew that Salah curse was a load of crap. And thank you, mate, for being with us as a member for a month. Of course it is. All these superstitious things are just weird. I'm not a particularly superstitious person, so I don't really understand it. But I also don't understand why people are looking for a reason to go in on them like that. Have I? I think I've missed a substitution, by the way. Have I? Costas is on. Sorry for Robbo. I missed that change. And Endo's on for Gravenberch. Apologies, I missed those two while I was chatting. There should be a decent drop of stoppage time in this one as well. Oh, 240 subscribers now to go. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. The aim, the hope, is to try and hit 300,000 by the end of January. So, thank you for all of your support so far. So yeah, we all agree then that Salah is better. Let's get a poll going. Let's see what you're feeling. One sec. I'm feeling ballsy. Simple one. Has Salah passed Henry now as the greatest forward in Premier League history? I'm saying yes, but the poll's up there. Vote away on it. If you look into the numbers, by the way, he has. I can give you the numbers if you want, but I think I still have the numbers here somewhere. And he's also now, by the way, in the top 10 assisters of all time in the Premier League, joined with David Beckham on 80 assists for Mo. Don't seem to have that stat anymore. One sec, let me see if I can find it in a second. We're into the last 30 seconds of normal time, by the way. Should be a fair bit of extra time added on. And also, don't forget, Salah's won a European Cup with Liverpool as well, which Henry didn't do at Arsenal. Where the hell is that stat gone? Scrolling through here trying to find it. Nine minutes added on. 9 minutes to go. Maybe time for a cheeky fourth. Szoboszlai. Yeah, no, can't find it. I'm sure all of our Arsenal supporting friends will agree with us, by the way, that Salah has now passed Henry. They're good like that. Very rational-minded people. Crazy Horse. I agree. For a one-season wonder. Yeah, Salah hasn't been half bad, has he? Harvey Elliott about to come on now for Alexis McAllister as well. Big Schlong Marty. How are you, mate? Said, I don't understand how Slot's making this look easy. I don't either, but we'll take it, right? We'll take it. Come on, boys. A little cheeky fourth would be lovely. Arsenal fans are the most reasonable ones on the planet. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I agree. Always so fair and unbiased in their assessments. They're known for it, sure. Salah's just a one-decade wonder. That's all he is. Just a one-decade wonder. Who's watching Match of the Day later? Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. 7 minutes left to go, though. We are closing in on the subscriber count. 200 to go now. Keep hitting that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Thank you all so much, by the way, for helping us on this journey. And to those that have hit the like button as well, thank you all so much. Chris Shaw, member with us for 9 months. Chris, thank you. 7 points clear, a game in hand. Up the Reds. Up the Reds indeed. Up the bloody Reds indeed. So 6 clear of Arsenal. If they... Well, actually, we're 9 clear of Arsenal and technically would have played the same, although they're playing tomorrow, so we'll have a game in hand again. They could cut it back to 6, but yeah, look, it's all coming up Millhouse at the minute. Another Liverpool corner, this time on the far side. Oh, slot. La 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 la. Oh, slot. La 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 la. Right, Costas with the corner. Looked like a 10-year-old who'd just learned to kick the ball and tried to get as much power on it as he could. Back to Trent. Trent, if you could find a way to get an assist here in the last couple of minutes, that would really help me out. Elliott with a ball in. Cleared away by Leicester. Trying to play out from the edge of their own box. Free kick. Trent fouls the Cordova-Reid. What a time to be a Liverpool fan. Yes. Oh, we're flying up on the subs, by the way. 180 to go. 3.5 minutes to get 180 subs. Sounds doable, right? If you haven't subbed, folks, please do. And thank you for being with us. Don't forget, after the game, match reaction coming up. You guys will vote for your man of the match as well. So remember to join us for that. And also, in our match reaction, you guys can submit your player ratings. There'll be a link at the top of the chat in the match reaction. If you'd like to submit your own player ratings, you can do so, and then we will average them out, and then in the player ratings video you'll see mine and your scores, and we'll see who well, we'll see how far off I am to what you guys are thinking. Miss you shouting at Sabrina, tradition at this stage. Oh, we had to go earlier on, Dave. We're talking about a gangbang. No, I didn't. You were? No, I wasn't. Shane Hills, mate, thank you for the super sticker or super chat, mate. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabrina's now trying to deny she was talking about a previous gangbang earlier on. You all heard her. Oh, now she's threatening to make more money than me on OnlyFans. Let's OnlyFans it up then. Your titties against mine. Let's go. She's threatening to say, I can make more money on OnlyFans than you. Let's find out then. Let's go. All back. My movies are famous. My movies were too sexy for TikTok. Took them down for sexually explicit content. The Man United loss. Man City, Everton draw. Chelsea lost. Liverpool win. Christmas yesterday or today. It's a Christmas every day when Arne is around. See, I'm up loads of promises to my OnlyFans here in the chat straight away. See, again, people in the chat, my moves don't lie, Sabrina. Shakira has her hips. I've got the moves. Like Jagger. I've been paying to see yours for fucking 20 years now at this point, love. 24 years. I feel like I need a refund now with the sagginess. It's alright though. Mine are still perky. Lothar Juggenberth. Welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, bro. Right, 150 subscribers to go. Let's go. Cross in from Costas. Jota heads it. Virgil. Ooh, unlucky. Cross in. Soboslai. The Gakpo. It'll be a Liverpool corner to end this one. Thomas said 100% best channel on YouTube. That was funny. Yes, but I have to give my wife credit as well. You know, without her good sense of humour as well as my own, these things don't happen. So I've got to give a little shout out to the wifey there. You'll see her. She'll be the one on OnlyFans with no subscribers. Unlike me, Monster Titty Houlden. I could charge more for mine. Ooh, unlucky. It is all over, ladies and gentlemen. The referee is blown up and it finishes Liverpool 3, Leicester City 1. But the big battle of the day was Craig's OnlyFans absolutely going to be a bigger hit than Sabrina's. It is true. Let the people speak. Ladies and gentlemen, match reaction and that coming up. Look, it wasn't pretty at times today. Bit like the wife's OnlyFans. But we got the job done. I don't think I'm actually even going to be on the sofa tonight. I think I'm in the shed if I'm telling the truth. So look, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in 60 seconds for our match reaction. If you haven't, do hit that subscribe button on the way out. Appreciate you all for coming in. I don't even know where to go. It was a mad stream. We went this way and that way and angry and happy and everything but yay. And appreciate you all. Thank you again to our sponsors, Manscaped, who will probably sponsor my OnlyFans. But yeah, appreciate you guys at Manscaped. If you want to see Manscaped in action, keep an eye out for the OnlyFans. But until then, you can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide. Sabrina, you might need the chairman face shaving package, do you? You can get 20% off and free shipping, manscaped.com. So yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Much love. See you in 60 seconds. Bye-bye.